There we go. There we go.
We were muted.
We were muted the whole time. Defeat the
We're
purpose.
muted.
I have this awesome idea. Act like we're like terrible at this and like I'll put it away and then we're gonna mute it. Okay. We had chips. It was a thing.
Yeah, I'll have another. Right.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
What up,
Welcome to our
everybody?
first show.
We're back.
welcome to Wrestling on the Rocks, where every show is our first show. Good
Holy
Lord.
fuck.
Oh my God. Are you mic'd?
Am I mic'd up now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
This is going well.
What a great
This
start.
is going really good. Feel good about this.
This is
Yeah.
why I can't be creative.
Did you change the title?
No.
Oh my gosh. See, look at this. Look at this
I
craziness.
was setting up.
All right, I'm changing it right now. Don't worry about it.
We back with snacks, Rom. That's right. We back with snacks.
No, I was getting the setup.
Do you think the reason we get traction with like people is that they think that this is deliberate?
Like, these guys are hokey. They're making it up. No, we suck.
They're so self-aware.
Grab a drink.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Drink it.
Let's talk
So,
wrestling.
we're just making some last-minute adjustments that should have been already done, but,
Yeah.
you know.
There's our new title. I'm going to change our go live, although that's probably way too late.
Anyway, welcome to Wrestling on the Rocks. It's your boys. I'm GR Lunar.
This is Marsh Ref. I'm Eric.
I'm Ref Marsh Ref. Burr, burr, burr. Burr, 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 burr.
Crybaby Clump at the end.
Oh,
Eric Wiley Clump the Third.
Eric
So-
Wiley Clump the Third.
Yes.
now it's time to drink even more.
I kind of want to, like, get a... Whoa. Dude, he's sipping on the salsa.
It's like way different than sipping on the scissor.
No, yeah.
Sipping on the salsa.
Sipping on salsa.
Sipping on
Or better.
salsa.
Yeah. Anyway, I like that your middle name's Wiley.
Yeah.
Makes me think of Dr. Wiley.
Makes me think of his bedroom antics. No. This is good. This is a really good show so far.
It makes it burn.
Clump on the streets, Wiley in the sheets.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Wooly, Wooly Wiley, yo.
Anyway, so we here. We're going to be talking about this past week in pro wrestling, starting with Wednesday. That's when our week starts, and it ends on Monday, which was yesterday.
Yep.
Monday Night Raw.
Real quick.
By the way, guys, real quick. I'm sorry. Me first.
Yeah.
I'm still updating all this shit. I should have done on the
so we're just
break.
making conversation while you do this.
I should have updated this fucking 10 minutes ago.
I don't like you with Jack. You get you're much more aggressive and have personality. This is scary.
Yeah, no, fuck you, dude. You
I
are
feel
my team
bullied.
now.
Hey, actually, so management said that I need to like, give you more shit, that the people like it.
Yeah, I said that we've been too nice to you, and
We've
it's
been too
been
nice
impacting us negatively as a team.
The people like me shitting on you. So
Everybody likes.
We have a lot of fans in Germany.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Scheisse.
Uh,
Anyway, Raw theme or I want to say theme. Raw intro or SmackDown intro. Which one do you prefer?
The Raw.
Raw.
It's so rock and roll, dude.
Man, but SmackDown's like AC/DC, right?
Yeah, that's the only part of it I like. The rest of the video, I'm like, this. It looks really old.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
It looks like
I think it
American
looks really
Idol,
cool.
and
It
it
looks
takes away
awesome.
from the intro. It takes away from the intro for me.
Okay, so
What do you mean?
It looks like the American Idol.
So wait, you
intro.
don't like
Oh.
SmackDown's intro?
Whoa.
I thought you said you did like SmackDown's
No,
intro.
I like Raw's intro.
That's what we said.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I was agreeing with you, and I was going why I don't like SmackDown intro.
Oh, I thought you were trying to defend why you did like SmackDown
No.
more.
I like Raw's intro more, but people give me shit because it's AC/DC. And they're like, oh, but it's AC/DC versus I don't know who this other band is. 3 Days Grace. I don't know.
Is it AC/DC? What's
Skillet.
the song?
It's Skillet for Raw, and then it's ACDC. What is it?
Skillet.
Good time.
Oh yeah. Are you ready for a good
Yeah.
time?
So there's
Bow.
fun talk on it about our online community talk. The reason that Raw's or SmackDown's the number one show is Vince's favorite band is AC/DC.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
Huge,
that.
I think
he's
that's
evidently a
bullshit.
huge AC/DC fan.
I'm not buying
You know what? I can believe that Vince doesn't know what a beef burrito is. AKA
I thought that was Trump.
No, it was Vince.
Vince didn't know what a
Vince,
beef burrito
Vince does not know what a steak burrito is. He called it a steak wrap. He didn't know what a burrito was.
Oh, a steak wrap.
I believe that. But him liking AC/DC, I don't know, man. He doesn't seem like an AC/DC guy to me.
I don't think he seems like a music guy to me.
He's like, what's that?
Yeah,
I gotta work.
Yeah,
I
he
don't have
does-
time for that.
Yeah.
That does yeah, he does seem like at most he likes just
Like, I thought Jim Johnston was there so long because that was all the music that Vince knew.
The only genre he likes is Jim Johnson.
That's what I thought. All he knew. So I
Jim
thought every
Johnston-
time Jim Johnston did anything, it was like, oh yeah, it's very Motorhead-esque. He's like, sure.
What's Motorhead?
Brr. Like, I didn't get the impression that he liked music.
he
in
likes
general.
all music because he thinks it all is Jim Johnson.
That's what I thought.
Oh, this is a great band you're in, Jim.
I didn't even imagine that he listens to music in the gym. I don't think that in my mind.
He probably low-key loves opera.
I could see that.
I could see that.
Like he's working out to like old opera, just like
I can't even reference opera.
I'm not. We're
Why
not.
don't you fucking do it, Clump?
Were you gonna try and start
That's
talking about some
actually-
new
that's
operas that you've heard of? What's your problem with newer operas? What's this like old opera versus new opera?
Okay,
bullshit?
okay. So what would
You're such
new
a
opera?
fucking-
You.
You're such a fucking
New
garbage.
opera?
That's what he said. He listens to old opera. Like this new opera thing, something he's got a problem
That
with.
sounds like it could be like a band name, like NU Opera.
New opera.
Yeah, and be all like metal.
Yeah, I like it.
Bad rap in the middle of it.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra opera.
Mm-hmm.
I could see
Like
that
new
shit.
opera would be like Broadway.
That's not what. No.
No.
What the fuck? Do you know what Broadway is even?
Are you a show tunes guy?
He's obviously not even sort of.
All right. Anyway.
Damn it, Clump.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna keep drinking my salsa.
just drink that salsa better there, all right?
Dude, and you're worried about me shitting all over myself. I didn't drink a pint of salsa.
This bitch juice ain't gonna do shit to me.
Man, last week, though, talking about shitting, this guy had some movement going on last week.
Dude, it was a legit paradigm shift. I changed things.
We had to like stand by and wait for him and just let it happen.
It just had to happen. It was becoming
Pause.
too disruptive, little by little. It was going to make more sense to pause the show.
The noises, Clump. The
Yeah.
noises.
Well, Lunar missed right before you came in. We had some action.
Oh,
Yeah, I let some out. I let a few go. I said it was for the show to help the show go easier, but who knows? Maybe it just loosened it up. We're going to find out.
We
we
talk a
found
lot
out.
about sponsorships. Maybe the sponsorship we need is like Imodium or like
No, Poo-Pourri. That's what we're looking for.
No, we definitely want a
Metamucil.
whiskey sponsor and a beer sponsor.
Yeah.
How about a fiber-y whiskey so that you can get both? Like
Metamucil.
Metamucil combined with
Yeah,
like
let's get Metamucil in there too. To
High
sponsor
grain,
us.
high fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That would be great.
It'd be like a Nature's Valley whiskey.
Just picturing this really
Just
thick,
Valley whiskey.
Yeah.
just picturing this really thick drink just providing the
Just
Yeah.
thick and muddy. What the fuck is that?
All right. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, we're supposed to talk about wrestling.
You're
that's
talking
right.
about intros, man. Are you ready?
You
I
guys,
did.
your title.
That was question of the day, by the way. Which intro do you prefer, Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah, let us know what you think. I prefer the Raw one just because I think the video just looks more rock. And I like the cut-ins of the actual events happening, where the SmackDown one I think is really cool, but it is very American Idol, so it looks more like an intro.
I think I like the
Oh.
yeah. Like when they go into the live portion, like they go into it with that.
Yeah.
I don't think they match up. I think you could play the other. If you played the sound for the Raw theme over the SmackDown intro, it would make more sense and vice versa. Like I could see that AC/DC intro with that kind of, you've seen the band playing, it seems a bit more like.
Except you literally see them playing song on there, and I think that it's not. The
Yeah,
same
I'm not.
beat.
But like if you had like AC/DC playing, like that style of it would make more sense. That's what I mean. Like if you had like AC/DC playing, like
So Skillet has a woman on vocals in general, or is that just a thing?
I think he's.
I-
I don't think he has a band. I think he just probably wrote it. I don't know. Oh wait, Skillet. I was thinking Skrillex.
Oh, that'll get you, dude.
Got me, guys.
So you've never heard him
I never heard of Skillet.
or Skrillex,
I don't really listen to Skrillex either.
because you wouldn't have said that song could have been done by Skrillex. You
Yeah.
wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard it.
Yeah.
So
my wife
Pardon my
listens.
ignorance.
you just made up a name.
I
My
did.
wife listens to him. I'm like, it's music I don't listen to. So I'm like, oh, cool.
It's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It just doesn't sound like the intro to Raw.
Like, I hear Skillet and I think of breakfast.
Their metal, like their more metal album would be the Iron Skillet.
Cast iron Skillet is the
We're
post
definitely
album.
losing.
Okay,
people.
guys, let's talk about some wrestling. All right, we got on a
Like
tangent.
home fries.
Ooh.
Um,
I really want Iron Skillet right now.
country style skillet fries.
Mm-hmm.
This is going well. I feel like we've done a really good job of breaking down wrestling this
Yeah.
week. So thanks for tuning in.
Ooh, chasing that with coffee was not a good idea.
You can't chase salsa with coffee.
God,
He just did.
doing.
You're a fucking dirtbag, man.
He just did. All right, so where do you want to start?
Let's see. So when we ended last week, it was going into AEW and NXT.
Yep.
There was no Total Divas last week, in case anyone's wondering. But there will be Total Divas tonight. It is going to start the 2-part season finale, so that's good. And we also missed backstage last week. because we
Spoiler
were late.
alert, the Bellas retired. What?
I thought they retired 4 times on that show.
Well, they're doing it again.
They keep saying, "Oh, we'll come back," and then they don't.
When did they when did they tire? When did they like come back?
I don't know.
They came back for Revolution, and then they supposedly were going to come back for
Nikki was-
Mania,
yeah,
and then
Nikki's-
supposedly coming back for another thing.
Well, they're going to come back for the tag titles.
Yeah.
And Nikki has damage. Right?
Well, her neck is all fucked up,
Yeah,
but she can do some stuff. She can do more than Brie, apparently.
No, I think
Just
Nikki,
give Liv that heads up if they come back.
I thought Nikki was the reason why they can't come back.
No, Brie
No,
is the
Brie.
reason they can't come back.
Brie? Okay.
Okay, so
What, producer?
So, are we going to start with AEW or
Oh,
NXT
is
and
that
then
what
go to
you're trying to
AEW?
do?
Or...
Let's start with AEW since I like to get that out of the way. Never mind.
but then it's if we get AEW out of the way first thing, then we're only talking about WWE for the rest of the night.
So,
So if we talk about NXT, then go to AEW, then we tail in.
WWE won the weekend wrestling this week, so they deserve the time.
All right, what do you feel like? You want to talk
I'm
about
cool
AEW
with
or
it.
NXT?
I'm cool with going to AEW. I kind of agree.
Let's
I mean,
say-
it was not a bad Dynamite.
No.
There've been worse episodes of Dynamite.
Really? Because I'll say that the
There was also
internet
parts that
world
were
was
terrible.
saying that it was bad.
Yes.
The internet world talked about it being a throwaway Dynamite, which I didn't watch most of it. I saw whatever clips people put online, and that's all that I did for intake of it. We started it. If I remember correctly, we started it to watch the Jericho intro thing, and I think we got about a minute and 30 to 2 minutes in before I was like, I'm fucking not watching this, and I turned it off.
To be fair, like, so the things I liked on Dynamite were things that we've seen before a lot. Like, Adam Page is great. That's great.
Are they doing
Paul-
any better actually putting him over?
Considering he lost, not necessarily.
Okay.
He didn't lose well.
Really? It was a shit loss?
It was a long match, but it felt like there was a lot of like, I feel like every match, especially in a main event, has resulted with like an interference, and that's not great. We need a clean episode. We need an episode where there's standard great matches. It does feel more and more like we're falling into, well, we're not going to have a full match until we get to a pay-per-view.
Which was the NWO thing.
Yeah. And the great match, I mean, Kenny Omega winning was awesome. It was good to see him when he needed to win.
He got one over Pac, right?
Yeah.
And then Pac lost his mind about it.
And they put on a great match.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And it was a clean win?
yeah, did we need that to happen again? Because I feel like Kenny is performing against Pac multiple times.
And then Pac's betting against Hangman. I wonder if Pac is not willing to work with most of that locker room.
I wonder that too. I
Well,
could see that.
That's a good point.
Scorpio Sky looked good for what it was. I thought it was
Yeah, but then he
decent.
lost, right?
Yeah.
So why did that have to happen?
I do agree. I think it'd be really cool if you wanted to really surprise and do something really different that'd be neat. Take the belt off of Jericho on free TV.
Yeah.
I would love to see that, and I don't think that'd be bad. That wouldn't diminish the title. That wouldn't diminish him. That would show, holy shit, we're doing this because WWE has for so long. Well, they've done it on big shows, meaning like a premiere or something like that. They haven't done that. They don't take the big title off of people on it. They end in schmozzes, and it's feeling like WWE in bad times.
Yeah.
It's feeling like when we were complaining about SmackDown and Raw before, it's like, oh shit, this is just okay, cool. Like, or Survivor Series, cool. Every match is ending in a fucking interruption before it, and it feels like this is continue with AEW.
It feels a lot like Hogan's running NWO. Everyone's going to either interfere or he's going to get that clean win, but no one's going to get one over him because I'm the top.
I thought, and this is me being an asshole. My favorite things was them having a mic on Jake Hager.
He finally said something, right?
Yeah, and it was very long. He was like, "There, what? Why did he have to go? Oh, he's got a mic. Oh, he's gonna talk. He's gonna talk." he's gonna talk,
Drinking salsa.
and then he talks, and he's like, oh shit, he didn't need to do that.
How much did he talk?
This is the Jerry goat.
And then that was it.
This is the Jerry goat. He
What?
brought out a goat.
What the fuck is Hager's problem? So they buried
Oh, I get
him.
to. I forget you guys barely watch it, so I get to like inform you things. It was funny. So Jericho came out and he's super over.
Jericho?
Because he's Jericho.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
but
that's-
then
but
why
that-
the fuck is everyone saying he's the best heel in the business?
He's not.
If he's getting all these fucking cheers.
Well, that's the thing.
That's not
Is
what heels do.
I agree, and I think
Best asshole in the business. How about that?
it's that. Again, so
I don't know. Shane's pretty assholey.
Shane's not working right now.
He got fired.
Yeah.
Sheo fired him.
oh yeah,
That was rough.
Yeah. So.
I forgot about that. I was like, oh shit, did it happen again? He left again? No, but I think I liked Jericho for the longest time, and it's been more and more frustrating. This has been my biggest frustration with AEW is Jericho is not great in this role. And he's trying to be a heel, and he's over with what's going to happen is his overness is going to disappear, and it's not going to be like him becoming like a bad guy. It's going to become him becoming boring. It's going to become X-Pac Heat, where it's like, I'm really fucking tired of seeing it's going to become Shane Heat, but not deliberate Shane Heat. It's going to be like, oh,
legitimately,
cool.
Jericho is why I had to stop watching the show.
I'm finding myself that as for more time passes that Jericho's been away from WWE, the less I like him.
Yeah. Because there's no one to rein him in anymore
Yeah.
and say this is actually good or this is actually bad.
And we don't have to see him on every show. I think there's an argument to say like have talent there, but it felt like again like WWE where there's this period of time like, do I need to see these 10 people again when you have this entire roster? You can have shows where, hey, by the way, you can say this happened like in a showing highlights from another event. It makes them mean something. It doesn't have to be like Brock where he appeared once every fucking 4 months, but you can have shows build around other people. You have a roster.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm not
also
seeing
think that there's
we
a
have a
huge
roster now?
mistake in them thinking Jericho's putting someone over. Well, they keep saying that we've only seen like 30% of their roster, but we've really seen the same people a lot. And they're saying that they're working on getting people over and they'll get to these other people. I just don't buy into that because you haven't gotten anyone over at all except Jericho, who was over when he came in. Like, Jericho keeps saying he's in there and his focus is getting the younger talent over.
Yeah.
Who have you gotten over? Scorpio Sky doesn't look better for losing to you the way that he lost to you. He's literally he's the biggest star you guys have is Scorpio Sky. He's the one that needs to go over. Him, Paige, arguably MJF. I think he's a bit green for it, but it's hard to argue that he doesn't have reactions. I think those guys need to be getting over, and you're not doing anything to get them over.
Well, MJF did get over this time. I think this show, if I was going to say who was I'll be transparent. My 5 bottoms, it's hard to put other bottoms than AEW in my bottom 5. And it's hard to find a top. If I was going to put a top, it was MJF getting over
Yeah.
and Kenny Omega's win. But even that has this caveat. It was kind of a frustrating show. It wasn't bad because I feel like it was in a sense meh because there's been times I watch where it feels like holy fuck annoying.
Yeah.
Or it didn't have as many moments. It had just kind of like it felt very outlandish. It felt like okay, this is crazy. Maybe that's a good thing. I mean, maybe it's the cynical part of me that's liking it. The part of me that likes terrible things, like when you watch a bad movie, like, that's good.
Yeah.
For instance, do they talk about commentary at all there? Did you hear about commentary?
Yes, I heard about
I
commentary.
heard JR calling them Orientals again.
He corrected himself right afterwards, though.
And I was like, oh, they know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, they brought in one of their guys from like social media.
Oh my God! Yes, that's
Who
my
said-
bottom. He is awful. He was.
Yeah, he said
awful.
like you could hear him like what like almost like you could tell it was like talk.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like you just like I swear to God, if you had a camera and you had him like
Say something, man.
like it was bad. It was I was excited. I was like, oh cool, young guy, cool. And I was like, oh cool, young guy, young Latino guy. That's gonna be neat. Nope.
Short answers, very
Yeah.
generic. No character, no charisma in his tone at all.
He made me miss Dio Madden.
Yeah.
He
He was awful.
yeah.
Let me see. What did I write about him actually? Because I definitely did not like
I
that.
also heard the audio was just way the fuck off, and you couldn't hear half of what they were saying anyways.
No, that's just I'm not talking.
Yeah, just him not talking.
Oh yeah, third commentator Marco. Who the fuck is this guy? That's what I
I
wrote.
think it was
Yeah.
Marco Martinez.
Marco something. Whose name was Marco.
Yeah, but it was really bad. I mean, and if you're gonna do that, I think conversely, a high spot has been, if you want to put people on commentary, put talent on it. It would be really cool to have an episode where, I don't know, fucking Luchasaurus, fucking Marco Stunt, someone is there talking if they can.
But that's that's the other thing I keep saying about them not putting over anybody is they're not letting anybody talk.
Yeah.
The only people they give mics to is the same people they give mics to every fucking week. So your whole like we're not scripted here and the wrestlers are going to get themselves over and it's up to them to do it. You're not doing that. You're just flat out not doing it because you don't trust them at all. You don't think they're good enough. So why are you paying them so much fucking money to come out here and mooch off you guys? You guys are just getting your buddies' friends and not putting them over. Give the fucking proud and powerful microphones and say, go get the fuck over. End of story. You either do or you don't. You're not in this pay-per-view if you don't get over tonight.
Yeah.
Fucking make it happen. That's how it used to be, and that's what you said you wanted to bring back.
Indeed.
It was
Hell yeah.
they did have a cool Young Bucks Dustin spot.
Yeah, it was all right. I liked Dustin what he was saying.
Yeah.
I didn't like that Young Bucks came out. I feel like the Young Bucks are being shoehorned in places because I feel like they haven't figured out how to book themselves because they also have booked themselves as though they're the top, yet they're the ones that lose the most.
They're the ones putting everybody.
It's
over.
hard to be the top when I feel like they're trying to put people over with them because they're trying to, like, they're having them lose, but it doesn't make sense in the role. I think they would do better as more of a backstage focus. I think one thing they could take away from WWE here is have all of the elite, the executive team, be less on TV performing and be more on TV as authority figures to be the bad guys you have to beat. These people all got over technically being heels.
Technically, but none of them have gotten over in AEW.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're all riding on the coattails from
Japan.
work past. Yeah.
Yeah. So beating the Young Bucks doesn't mean anything to me, a new viewer.
Yep.
You're telling me they're the best tag team in the world, but I've seen them win once or twice. So no, I don't believe it.
They did do a really cool Dark Order promo. Or package.
I did like the Dark Order package this time, actually.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Do that. They did like a neat, like, it was like having Evil Uno unmasked, but you could see parts of his face, acting like a motivational speaker.
Oh, that's weird.
And there's this one random biggin in the back, and as they go, everyone cuts to they're all in Dark Order masks. I'm like, fuck that, and it was kind of cool. I could see that. I like that production.
They're making it more cultish, and I like that.
And I think that could be something you could do more with other people, because then also Moxley's promo sucked.
Yeah.
Moxley's not great on the mic.
Yeah.
He's cut great videos. He could be fantastic in video packages, but you're doing him talking, and his talking is gonna get his ass in trouble.
Yeah.
Because he says things, I'm like, it's not him saying something offensive or racist, but he's saying shit, I'm like, I don't think this is gonna age well, dude. Like, it's very violent.
Oh yeah.
Like, and it, I don't know. Yeah.
For me, actually, one of the highlights that I liked is also in my bottom. It's very weird, and that's the debut of the Butcher and the Blade.
Oh yeah, because they shit the bed doing that.
Yeah, because it was a total botch of a debut on their part. They did not get over with the crowd. The crowd had no idea who the hell they were. They didn't know how to react to these guys. I think JR did a pretty bad job as well of like kind of like talking about them.
Well, JR's whole thing was that he's not supposed to know who they
yeah,
are.
That's true. He didn't know either.
Well, he said he was told before they went out there, no one knows who they are.
Yeah.
You guys don't know who they are. And then Excalibur goes out there and goes, oh my god, it's the Butcher and the Blade. And JR's like, who's that? And he's all like, the fucking Butcher and the Blade, old man. And he's all like, well, who are they? And he's like, the Butcher and the Blade. Like, it was like this weird, stupid, they're not talking to
And then
each
it's
other.
like, oh, it's the bunny.
Yeah.
The Butcher, the Blade, and the bunny.
Yeah.
It's just...
It was so fucking
I'm excited
contrived.
for the Butcher and Blade because they look pretty menacing.
They look badass.
They look badass, and I want to see them wreck some shit in the tag division.
But why they got to come rolling out in a wet diaper, I don't know.
And why? Yeah. I mean, I see the
Looking like
tie-in
this.
of having. Thanks. Yeah, baby shit cream. I see like how they tied it together. You know, with Brandy attacking Allie, and then Allie bringing back her man to kick.
To beat up Cody.
To beat up Cody.
Oh, because Brandy...
Cut her hair.
Huh.
So
I guess
it's kind
I
of her
could see
payback,
that.
I guess.
Sort of.
But why not just attack
Brandy.
and Awesome Kong.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know why she had to bring in the men,
Yeah, I don't know.
but I'm excited to see these guys have
They look
matches.
badass. The first thing he asked is, "Did you see the Butcher and the Blade?" And I was like, "I wonder how some real men are gonna fare in this company."
Yeah.
Because that's what they look like.
Yeah.
They look like real badass motherfuckers. As soon as they came out, I was all like, "Fuck."
I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, watching, I was like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?" And then when by the time they're just standing there, looking there, and the camera's just on them, I was like, "These guys look mean, man.
Yeah.
They look meaner than anyone they got." Fuck Sean Spears.
It doesn't look mean.
Oh,
Isn't he in town this next week?
yeah. Fuck him, dude. You know what's it? I was gonna buy a ticket to the show.
I
because
was
of
I
Tessa
was
Blanchard.
so tempted to buy you like back like I was thinking like we should
I just
buy.
wouldn't have fucking gone. Can you imagine if I go and just flick it in his face? You can have this back, you fuck. I was gonna go to the show, but they booked him. They booked Ellsworth again. I'm like, I can't go to the show now, even though I really want the opportunity to see Tessa Blanchard perform live. I'm gonna probably go to the
Why do
Greek.
they keep they're booking Ellsworth for notoriety, but that's not a good
That's
look.
a bad look, man.
Wait, they're not booking Ellsworth is an owner.
What?
Yeah, he's an owner of CLW.
And he's a champion.
Yeah.
So Adam and him have both made themselves champions of the promotion they both co-run and own.
Well, let's not. We can talk about this off camera.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, man, I got to work in this city. You're fucking kidding me. That makes it even easier to not support. Did you see that shit with Ethan Page?
Look, Cornette,
too?
calm down. We don't want to get in
Did you
trouble.
see that shit with Ethan Page? They booked him on the fucking show, and then they stopped responding to him when he was all like, guys, it's coming up. I don't have any fucking flights or hotels. So he had to go on social media and saying, hey, this is really a shame because here's a company that's paid my friends to do shows recently, and they fucking ghosted me. So now I'm open on this weekend I was holding off on because of them.
All right. We're talking about mainstream stuff right now, guys. Sorry, no.
Sorry about that. Ethan Page,
We're
support him.
We're sorry. Ethan.
Follow him on Twitter.
So we're done with AEW?
No, hell no. Because
No,
I
no,
want
we got more. No.
I want to talk about that
Keep it
women's
going.
match because that's actually a positive for me. Statlander versus.
But it is really cool to see Butcher and the Blade, although I've never seen any of their work. I don't know if they're good. They did a horrible job of explaining who they are, why they're there. It does look an awful lot like hiring your friends again because it's, hey, it's the husband of the other person we've already hired. But they look fucking cool, and I want to see what happens.
I'll give them a shot.
I'm definitely giving them a shot.
Yeah,
I want to see their first match.
I am hopeful.
So I agree with you in that it's a top and a bottom. It's like great people to debut, horrible method of debut.
Yep.
I mean, even like I'll be honest, like the commentary idea, like again, excited for the idea of new people in commentary. Fucking not him.
Never have him on the show again, ever.
You got famous through a YouTube show. Have Nick Jackson on commentary all night. I would be okay with this. You have people who are silly and funny.
Talking about how he wants to make love to his wife after.
Yeah, fuck it. That'd be awesome.
Nick Jackson said that.
He's done that before in Japan, and yeah, he's like, I just want to go home and make love to my wife.
Yeah, that's
It's a gift right now.
it just comes out. Japanese kind of. I just want to go. Fuck.
Well, he's a good Christian boy, so he wouldn't say that. It's make love.
Make love to my
Make
wife.
love.
Yeah, it's true. They're very Christian.
Mordecai.
Or what?
When your brother's name is Mordecai. Yeah, they're like super Christian.
Oh, is that why they're also? Oh god.
That's
damn
why
it.
they don't curse.
Guys,
That's why
don't ruin shit I like.
That's why at the end of every match they're all.
Yeah. Okay, so the one other thing I did enjoy, it was Chris Statlander versus, was it, what's her name? I can't think of her name now. Hiro?
It's Statler
Hiroki?
and Hiroku versus B. Priestley and Emi
Yeah,
Sakura.
so Chris Statlander hits this electric chair into a face buster. I was like, yes, that was badass.
It was badass. Now I got a question because I only saw the little clips they put together, but every clip I saw had a bunch of flashing of the Dark Order stuff. Did they actually do that the entire show, or was that just those clips I was seeing?
It's just the clips.
Okay, because like every clip I saw had at least one or two flashes of Dark Order in it, and I'm like, I'm kind of over that, guys. Just
And that's
fucking
like,
relax.
that's like them taken from like the Fiend.
Exactly.
Like what the Fiend is doing.
Yeah.
No, it was yeah.
But okay, so this match, Chris Statlander, she looked pretty fucking
She
solid.
looks pretty awesome. I'm excited to see more of her in the women's division because she's like a brick house amongst the other women there.
Yeah,
And she could really throw them around. So
that's cool.
I didn't like. I really am tired of Emi Sakura.
I've been tired of her. I want her to go away, disappear.
who?
Emi Sakura. Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Tired of Freddie Mercury.
Dude, I hate her gimmick. It's not translate with American audiences.
Not at all.
We don't like it. I'm sorry.
And the fact that Excalibur keeps referring to her as a legend, and a couple times JR said, "Go into detail. What makes her a legend?" And he's like, "She trained Riho, I guess. I don't know."
Japan? I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, doesn't have a fucking answer.
Mikey Whipwreck trained people. Does that make him a legend? Like, you get what I mean? It's like, it's
You're not a legend for training someone else who you think is good, but
That
who
dude-
also isn't over.
that dude in Paducah, Kentucky, who trained fucking Kazarni is.
What, Ricochet?
No.
Didn't he come out of Paducah?
Yeah, he did. Also, that was the other thing I wanted to say. It's like, Kazarni isn't even the like. If you're gonna talk about Paducah, fucking goddamn Ricochet.
Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor. Okay. Ever Trevor?
Not Trevor Murdoch.
And then Cody had a match with a jobber. How did that go over?
It served its purpose.
Yeah.
And then that's what led into Cody did a promo afterwards. Dark Order, or not Dark Order. Butcher and Blade
Popped out.
popped out. They pulled a cane.
Yeah. I thought it was weird that he did a match against the Jobber. I thought it was kind of weird because you have other people on the roster you could put him against. And
Also, what does it prove having him come back to do a jobber match?
yep.
Maybe that jobber is one of the guys that they're holding back. They're like, this is the talent that we have.
What it made me think of just trying to positively book, because I thought of Cody always comes out of the center, and this is something that made me think about this. He's the only one who has his own special entrance because he does it. My hope is that this feeds into an idea of make him that authority figure, just heel, just make him take it over, have him be that. He is like the most important person to this company.
They
And
booked him so
arguably-
hard. They booked him like in a corner though because he's like such a solid face at the moment.
And I'm not interested in their product anymore because they've said over and over again he's definitely never going to go for the title. I was really interested in the story of Cody and how he gets to the title. I felt like that was a definite that was the storyline here. Was he was going to be a champion of a company, even if he had to fucking EVP it, which is really fucking Triple H storyline when you think about it. Triple H, that whole long storyline of him, putting together an army and becoming part of the authority to be able to get himself into a position of having a title he can never quite win. What a cool way to book Cody in AEW. Doing all these things, all this shit, told no by everyone else. You know what? I'm gonna fucking Lex Luthor myself into the top of a company to make myself the guy. Like, that would be kind of cool. Make him evil, easy to boo. Fuck this guy who did this to himself. But they told me that he's never going to go for the title, and now I'm not interested in anything that they do with the title.
Yeah.
He was the one story I wanted to see how he gets there.
Yeah.
So I'm just not interested. So that also means that every time Jericho comes out with the title, I can fast forward because I don't care what he's doing with it.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
I didn't like I thought the Proud and, so in the opening with Jericho, they had Proud and Powerful come out with the Bariqua gift basket.
Yeah, that seemed pretty fucking racially driven, right?
Yep.
Was that necessary? Did that help?
I mean, it's
You know, 40?
It's really hackney jokes. It's like the chancleta, and I'm like, yeah, it's funny, I get it. I kind of grew up in the household with that occurring and stuff. That's fine, but I mean, I don't need to have it thrown at me again. Like, it's
Did it have handcuffs in there to make JR happy?
oh goddamn, that'd been great. No, but it was like the 40. You're an honorary, like you're officially a Bariqua, and I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. It just kept going, and then the
Man, I
Vicks.
lived in Bushwick for 6 years. No one fucking made me a fucking honorary Dominican.
Well, don't have to tell you, Marsh.
That was the fucking neighborhood, man.
That was your side.
What? That was my side? That was the side I was on, yeah. My car got robbed 11 times before it was officially stolen. That earned me nothing.
Oh, my nose.
They stole my radio and then put it back 2 weeks later. Because everything else was stolen and felt bad or something, or they couldn't sell it. I don't know. But they put it back. And to me, that was the biggest badge of honor was, you know what? They put the radio back.
that means you gained it. They're rebuilding your car.
They didn't
You're
put my
part of the
fucking battery
neighborhood.
back. I had to take a train fucking a mile and a half down to get a battery to fucking train it back and walk it to my car. That was the fuck. I didn't realize car batteries were that fucking heavy till I had to fucking cart it around
They
for
are.
fucking an hour.
You don't have a car in New York.
After a while, I didn't. By the time you met me, it was gone. Yeah.
You had a door to I have a door to a CRV in my house.
I said some fucked up shit to somebody too. I'll tell you off air about my window being broken. But
Whoopsies.
yeah.
So the other thing, I guess my other
somebody I don't
down
like it.
for AEW I didn't catch that, but it's okay. You can tell me later. The stupid ass diamond ring.
That diamond ring's a piece of shit. Here's the deal. It's $45,000 is their
Bullshit.
fucking... I don't fucking believe it. But if you just told me it's $45,000, you also told me your fucking belt was $3,000, you now have a mid-card fucking ring that's more expensive and means more than your piece of shit fucking title. Yep. You invested more in a goddamn class ring than you did in your fucking championship. You guys sound like idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Explain it. No, it's fucking...
No, I
Defend this shit, club.
the excitement to me is like, cool, Hangman's or DDP's coming out. That's great.
Pyro fail.
Did the pyro fuck up?
Yeah, only one went off, the other one didn't.
Yeah. He's like, pew.
Yeah, it's basically what happened. That's literally, I'm like, oh, pyro fail.
Pew.
Also, so let's see. I believe MJF won. Didn't he win with a crossroads, right? Or double cross? It looks
Oh, but he fucked it up.
He looks so sloppy. That's another note of that. It looks so sloppy.
He tried to do the crossroads and fell, and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the move. I just thought I would wing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for not practicing, assholes.
So,
You tell me
yeah.
you don't have a fucking 10 minutes to practice in that fucking ring? How many hours is that ring up before the showtime? Guess to me.
15 minutes.
Easily only 15
That's when
minutes.
he shows up. It's 15 minutes before.
That's
call time.
probably true.
I'm sure he does. So for me, AEW did not get...
Fuck him.
Fuck him. Best heel in business.
Yeah.
Did not get...
The ring was just to get DDP out of the ring.
I thought the ring was just a bit to get DDP out in the ring.
There's other better ways to fucking do it.
He also comes out for no fucking reason all the time.
Yeah.
It's like his 7th entrance for no reason.
He could just be there. He could like
When Cody was challenging Jericho up in the booth where Jericho was mysteriously with a fucking AEW mic when he wasn't supposed to be there on a fucking card where he wasn't told not to be there, but had to buy a ticket to go to a fucking organization he's the champion of, had a camera and a mic, follow him up to top. Cody's like, I don't know, I'm outnumbered, I don't know what to do. And fucking here comes DDP because that makes fucking sense. DDP needs no reason to just walk out there. He just gets lost and shows up in the ring.
yeah, it's
Yeah, there's no point in bringing him out. I mean, we all know he's the backstage yoga trainer for all them. So
That's what he is. He's the physical therapy dude. Plus,
that'd be a cool gimmick for him. He helps out with that. Just fucking you don't need to
he comes out, cuts a promo. He's like, "I just fixed him. What the hell are you doing?"
oh yeah, right. Someone's sitting there holding your arm. He comes out and is like, and the guy's like, oh shit, and then just comes back out.
Yeah.
it just feels like there's like we can't just do something. We have to create this way overwrought like, well, that's not gonna work out. The idea's dumb itself. Just acknowledge it's dumb and you're fine. If you go, well, it's dumb, we gotta explain it to make it less dumb. No, it makes it more dumb.
Yeah.
You know?
We're back with snacks.
Yeah, that's what he's
Yeah,
like.
I just caught that. That's funny. We're back with snacks, huh? So you guys bringing snacks? Yeah, Clump had to drink salsa before we got
Dude,
going.
he finished the salsa.
Wasn't bad actually.
I know it's not, but
That's the
just,
best part.
That's not how you
Right.
consume salsa, man.
If we said you drank salsa and you said, yeah, it tasted like baby shat, that would be a problem. No, so like the fact that you said it was not that bad actually makes me think that you were anticipating gross salsa and continue to drink it.
I was actually anticipating like I was gonna drink this and be like, oh god, this is bad. And be like no, I've had legit drinks taste like that. I was fine with it. It's
You
fairly
drink
shit.
a lot of Bloody
Yeah.
Marys?
Yeah, it tasted fruity.
Wait, I like Bloody Marys. What?
Yeah, Bloody Marys.
Me
are
neither.
awesome.
What's up?
Gabe's not aware that Clump here eats paper.
And wood.
On
You've
the
seen me
show,
eat chips
yeah.
of wood,
I've
right?
seen him do that. Yes.
So
Yes. I
I
have.
thought that's why you gave me these for like.
it's a
this
very
snack.
low bar.
Figured that'd be your after snack. So that's all I got to say about AEW. I'm sorry. Disappointing week for me. I have a lot of downs, and they're all from AEW, really.
Yeah, I asked because I didn't watch. I started to watch it, couldn't finish it. Couldn't finish the opening segment, so then I texted him and I was like, hey, is there anything I need to go back and watch? Any great matches or awesome promos? And he's like, no, let Clump talk about it. I said, okay. I said, okay.
I just I like to have something to say about every show, so I
Me too.
Yep.
It's just become hard for me to stomach AEW at this point.
Wish to watch the NXT.
And the defense of it is also weird to me. Like, it's okay to critique this stuff because they're just learning, man. They just got started. Problem is everyone's pretending like they're already at the top.
They're not.
All right, but they're not. And when we don't allow that conversation to happen, and we don't let each other get drunk and yell at each other, and then say we're watching again next week any fucking way, right? When we don't let that conversation happen, then nobody has the opportunity to grow. They can't get better, and they're gonna fucking disappear. And if that's what you want, then you fucked up.
Yeah.
I just feel bad that I can't have those conversations in general on the internet. You can't say, "Hey, did anybody notice that this thing like went poorly?" And that they're actually booking most of their top talent in a very bad way, and everyone's like, "Fuck you, dude! Go fucking choke on it!" And you're like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
that's not what's gonna get Cody's attention when it comes time to book." When everyone's just saying everything you're doing is perfect, and they shut the fuck up to anybody who says I'm not digging this thing.
Well, they've shown that they can do great matches. They can do like it's putting it all together. Like I think that's what it is do a show that makes me excited from the beginning and is like, fuck, that was great. And I'll be happy because the first one I was excited for, but it was because it was the first one. I've not had a full show. I'm like, that was good. I've had matches I'm like, fuck yeah, that was awesome. I've had pay-per-views like, that has some good things in it, but I'm not.
But the only thing that was exciting about the first show was it was the first show.
Yep.
There was no moment in there at all that people are going to go back and talk about. No one's replaying that.
Except Jake Hager.
No one cared that Jake Hager showed up, and he's done absolutely jack shit since he got there.
Low point. They keep referencing the We the People shit, and it's
Stop.
just get away from WWE. We know this is where they came from. Just ignore it.
Jake
Or-
Hager himself needs to be like, fucking stop that.
Yeah.
They need to either stop it or give Jake Hager any kind of personality. Because the only reason they're referencing it is because they've given him absolutely nothing. So no one has anything to talk about but except who he used to be.
Yeah.
He's nobody right now. He's a dude who shows up in a polo, runs away when danger comes.
And
It doesn't fucking matter. You're not
does-
doing anything. You're not saying anything. You are nothing to talk about. So we have to talk about who you used to be.
he could be your Brock Lesnar. He can't, but like he's done MMA. He could be your prize fighter. You get what I mean? Like he could
Kind of. I mean, you could do that. That's how they tried to book him.
do something. Try.
That's how they had to announce him.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah,
of
but
that
don't-
song. I
What?
could be your hero, baby.
I could be your Hager, baby.
Oh. Ooh.
I
Oh.
could take away your reign. R-E-I-G-N. Reign, title reign.
Roman Reigns? Ooh. Anyway.
Twist.
Twist. Plot twist.
Have they shown detailed pictures of this ring, the diamond ring?
No.
I haven't seen jack shit of it.
When
I
they
can't
so
see.
And they probably shouldn't.
They need to if they're gonna tell me it's $45,000 fucking dollars. More
I saw-
expensive than your fucking title.
I was watching it like crazy when they showed it get passed off and handed over, and I was like looking at it. I was like, the first thing I looked at because like so
Y'all
I
grabs it.
It's a whistle.
So whenever I watch those fucking stupid videos on YouTube where it's like this rapper showing off their insane jewelry collection and I like them because I'm stupid and I like
Oh yeah,
I like
that's crazy.
yeah and yeah it's crazy. You could have asked. It would have been really cool if you were like, hey, we're here, we're in Chicago. I'm sure there's somebody in Chicago who makes jewelry for hip hop artists. And say, hey, do you have something cool in your shop? Who could say you did and bring it out. When it came out, I swear I saw the one thing I noticed is it had like kind of a gold chain and I saw something black. I'm like, cool, that looks like something they got from Walmart.
Yeah.
Or like it didn't look good where in the sense of like, and the reason I say like the black on it is onyx on a ring is kind of cheap.
Like
Like
it looks nice. Yeah.
yeah, it looks
It's
like
got a
all
nice look, but I guess.
yeah. Look, like if you're gonna do a pinky ring, fucking go all out. Make it like something like what Migos has, where it's like a giant fucking star of diamonds. You know, have it be like fuck.
That
no,
Ric Flair drip.
yes, that would be amazing. You could have Migos bring the shit out.
Oh, dude, look at that. That's stupid.
That
Look at those are just.
that's what I mean. See the like black to the sides.
Yeah, there's a little picture. I mean, this isn't even super clear, but you can see it's got the AEW logo really big. Are they trying to make it look kind of like Paul Bosch's ring, the square ring that Booker T wears now? Mm-hmm. You got that from Bruce Pritchard. You got it. Mm-hmm. It's a crazy story how you got it. You guys should listen to the Bruce Pritchard podcast if you want to know, because I'm not going to go into the
It
whole
looks
fucking
like
story.
it looks.
But yeah,
it's
look at that.
they're trying to make it look like a championship ring, but it looks stupid as hell.
But it doesn't. It doesn't even look like a Super Bowl ring.
Oh.
This looks like a fucking gaudy.
Like a class graduation ring.
No,
It looks worse than that. Because, I mean, it just being squared off like that with the big logo in the middle.
Well, type in men's pinky ring Walmart.
It's supposed to look like big old fat diamonds.
But it doesn't look
It looks like a
Diamond,
Walmart
diamond,
like.
Walmart pinky ring?
Can we move on while we do this?
Walmart pinky ring.
Talk about the AEW.
All right,
'Cause
so
I could talk about some NXT while you guys are doing this.
Legit, yeah, it looks like those.
Yep.
kind of. Actually looks a lot like that one.
Yeah,
All right.
just
that's
a generic ass ring.
Generic ass.
I
rings.
bought a ring.
All right.
As
so,
we move from AEW to NXT, unless there's something else you guys want to talk about those?
no, I'm done with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
done
good.
with that.
I like giving Dustin Rhodes a mic. I'm always happy with him having
Yeah.
a mic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as we move on, let's talk as we transition.
He
Oh my God.
He would have been great on commentary.
He
Yeah.
would be amazing on commentary.
Yeah.
He did a good job when he was on AEW Dark. I didn't even watch it, but I know it. The other deal, Bring back fucking Taz if you guys have nobody. Why are you guys fucking tossing around people like you can't figure it the fuck out? Taz is the only motherfucker, only dude to talk about their win-loss record and make me think he was talking about sports. Everyone else who talks about it makes it sound like a weird gimmicky shit thing. The way he talked about it in his podcast, he was going over all the win-loss records of a bunch of guys, and I kind of spaced out for just a second and thought he was talking about football. Then I realized he was saying like Moxley, Allen, Darby, like, and also like, oh, he's talking about their win-loss record.
This win-loss record is going to get out of hand too, by the way. It's going to get really difficult for them to maintain.
They're resetting it every January, they said.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Every January it's going to be a new win-loss record with an overall. So they're going to have their yearly win-loss and their
And
overall.
the yearly win-loss is...
I think it should not restart it at January, though. It should restart at Double or Nothing. That should be their big WrestleMania.
That should be like their fiscal year.
Yeah, and I will say that I think the Double or Nothing is the best thing they've put on yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When I went back, I was rewatching the Inside the Ropes with Dustin Rhodes, and it reminded me of how good that show was, even with all the low points. And it made me realize that they've done nothing as good since.
Yep.
And it's a fucking shame, man. So let's talk about this real quick. Ratings. AEW this week got, I believe it was 613,000?
Drop.
Drip, drip, drip. 663,000. They have lost over 1 million viewers since they've started.
Yeah.
And people aren't talking about that. But they do say, oh, but they're keeping the key demographic. They've got the most demographic that's the most important. But actually, it was like a 0.31, 0.33 between NXT and AEW and what they determined to be the best demographic, which is the one with the most expendable money. NXT got 810,000 viewers. I think what's important to note more than anything is that AEW started this whole war with it was like 1.5, 1.6 million. They've lost 1 million viewers, where AEW started around the 750 mark, and they've stayed between 700 and I think the lowest they got was 600 something during that 1 week where everyone lost a bunch of viewers. Not that that's an excuse or bad, but everyone was really low. I think there was a big football game or something.
Sports.
There was a big sports thing happening. But they've remained between 700 and 900 the whole time. They've come and gone, and it fluctuates, but it's between 700 and 900 every fucking week. That's a base viewership. AEW has not plateaued on a base viewership. They've just gone down every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're just losing. You know what I mean? They're just losing their viewers. I'm not saying they're losing the war, they're losing this or that. They just are not maintaining viewers. And I think the problem is, it goes back to what I said day one, they don't make it easy to become a fan. They only cater to people who they believe are already invested fans.
And they're doing a lot to make invested fans, in my view, not be there longer. Like, I feel like it's
Turning people off.
It's going to be a diminishing return thing. Like, that's, again, the way I see Jericho is he's...
Oh, it's 14.
No, I'm good. Did
What
you
is-
ask me if I want some?
Yeah,
No, I'm good.
it's pretty weak.
Oh, I had that with the team. Remember that was
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
just didn't know if you want like a shot.
But what I was going to say is I feel like...
Are you still? What's going on over there? God damn it! It's fucking.
Anyway, let's talk about some.
No, no, no. So
God
you're saying,
damn it!
No, you don't just write them off, man. Defend this shit. So
No,
you
no,
think they're
I was
writing them
actually...
Yeah.
Fine, no.
He's
off?
trying.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. So
My
you
ass.
think that they're not say what you're saying?
No, but I was going to say, like, I feel like this is just it's a game of diminishing returns. It's a race to the bottom. And that's, again, how I see Jericho, how I see... and it's frustrating because they have talent. I think Hangman Page would be a fantastic champion. I think Cody would be a fantastic champion. I think Scorpio Sky would be a great champion. I think you could build people to build heels, but what they're doing is they keep putting people on the same... They keep putting Jericho on with too much fucking time, and he's stupid as Inner Circle, and they're okay, but I think you're making them all comedy, and that's... It's not fine if you're trying to make them intimidating. And I'm getting really frustrated with everyone being a comedy act. I think there's an element to comedy in wrestling that's awesome. However, it's cool when it comes off the cuff. Stone Cold Steve Austin was funny, but it wasn't everything of his character. Brock Lesnar had funny moments. Kurt Angle had funny moments, but it wasn't everything to their character.
It wasn't everything to everyone on the show.
Yes.
It was moments within a show.
You need, like, the reason The Fiend is so impactful or Undertaker so impactful is he's so different compared to it, and it feels very one-note. It feels kind of like a comedy show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like a comedy show. It feels like Jericho's show. It feels like the inmates are running the asylum, and it feels like no one has a vision.
It's not mixing like Pellegrino and salsa.
No.
It's dinner theater.
Yeah,
It's dinner theater.
mixing.
It feels like everybody is in there and everyone's being in charge of a thing and nobody's talking to each other. It feels like there's no overall vision, so there's no direction, and it just feels aimless most of the time to me.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's see. Brings us to NXT, which opened up with that Wrestle and Flow guy. Oh, was that not delightful?
That was not great.
Oh, was that
was
fucking
not-
a shock?
That was fucking horrible.
Shock the system.
He poured Pellegrino into the salsa
And then
container
drank
and
it.
drank it.
And he's surprised by the flavor.
I skipped over that, by the way.
The match or the intro?
The intro.
It was okay. It was just nice to see that dude getting some time and
don't
having
get-
fun
I don't
and
give a
hyping up
shit.
the crowd.
I don't know who this guy is. I'm like, fast forward.
You don't know who he is? I thought it was cool for him. I didn't need to see it on TV, but it was cool.
Oh. We just watched NWA. NWA has the Rock and Roll Express in it. That's awesome. I'm really fucking tired of Soul Train Jones.
Oh, I don't want him anywhere near this. Yeah.
That's what he messaged me. He's like, I don't want Soul Train Jones anywhere near this shit.
They put him on the mic. It's like, fuck, really?
Yeah.
Like it's comedy. It's like, this shit sucks.
Again, it's what we say week after week. AEW catering to memes. And
It's okay. It's fucking Scary Movie or not scary. It's a parody movie. Like the Scary movies,
yeah.
how they got really bad. All the jokes, they weren't jokes. They literally weren't jokes. They were just pop culture references you're supposed to giggle at, or in this case, wrestling references you're supposed to giggle at. Like, oh yeah, they're doing that thing. They're not creating anything. They're just like, you know what, shit. You know who we need? Virgil. Everyone makes fun of Virgil. Let's put fucking Virgil on. But we can't use his fucking Virgil name, so we're gonna make him Soul Train Jones.
Well, they probably wouldn't have used Virgil because they believe that to be a rib against Dusty.
yeah, that was the name. Virgil was a rib to be against Dusty. Yeah, that's
Which
it.
is also why when he went to WCW, they called him Vincent.
Yeah.
To make fun of Vince.
Cool, put Vincent. But like, you get what I
That's
mean?
actually a good point. They could have done Vince again.
But like, it's stupid as shit. I mean, it's.
Yeah, it's dumb. I don't like him being a part of it. I know you're trying to defend, like, let the guy make a few bucks, but I also say fuck that guy for trying to make a few bucks if he's such an asshole to fucking everybody he's ever met, been horrible with money. I don't care enough to support him. I just don't give a shit.
Tell me how you really feel.
Although, if he was right in front of me, I'd be like, dude, I'm so happy to meet you.
You're a legend. I
You're
love
like a
you.
total
I
legend.
love that thing you did
I
where
don't
you
know
made
how you're
fun
not in the Hall
of
of Fame. And
Ass kissing
yeah,
motherfucker.
exactly. I'd be like, dude, you're one of my favorites for a long time.
I love how in part based. I love how in part based on your race you were used to make fun of two people in wrestling. That's really awesome.
Yeah. And you just leaned into it, which is cool.
Just lean into it.
So yeah, the intro I thought was just cool for that dude because that dude just started out as a dude making songs about wrestlers and making his own little music videos, and they picked him up so he could like hype up the crowd and make songs for them, and he was just like a fan who liked to rap about wrestlers. So it's kind of neat that he's doing well.
I mean,
but it didn't need to be on
Street
TV.
Profits can do the exact same thing.
They can't because they're awful.
I mean, they can hype up crowds just by going around dancing.
They did it in NXT. They could not hype up the crowd on Raw.
No,
There's been a number of times I walk through the audience and they're going like this and jumping, and everyone's just like,
no. Again, Full Sail's a different audience,
yeah.
and they just like the party.
Florida.
Floridians.
So the nuts bit about the NXT Tag Team Championship match, Undisputed Era versus Keith Lee and Dominik Dijakovic, was in the first segment. Fish lands on the outside on his head and neck, and you see him get up going like, fuck.
Yeah, he definitely had a look on his face. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Yeah, he's like, that's bad. And then they go to commercial.
Bad.
Yeah, bad. Bad. And then they go to commercial. They come back, and Roderick Strong is in the ring now in his jeans and Converses with no wrestling gear on.
Roddy
at
was
all.
not prepared to wrestle tonight. You're like, dude, get out there. You're working. He's
Yeah.
like, shit. Just takes his shirt off and just runs
I
out.
wonder if he wouldn't be the type of dude if they were saying like, "What the fuck do we do?" and he just didn't say, "Put me in now. I'll
Yeah.
go," and just ran out there.
I'm sure Roddy was down. I'm sure Roddy's down to wrestle a match any fucking night
Yeah,
of the week.
and it was crazy because I think it was a testament to the other three. I mean, not to discredit him whatsoever, because it's a huge credit to him too. But the other three to suddenly look across the ring, see someone who they did not talk to about this match in the match, and now we got to get this match to happen.
Roddy's an old pro, dude.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, it's something that you would semi-expect from a Roddy because he's been doing it so well at such a high level for so long. And to see the guys who are younger in there and just being like, all right, we're doing it.
And it was
And
a-
they fucking pulled it off
It was a
perfectly.
good fucking match too.
Perfect. There was no moments where you think like, oh, they're definitely not talking, they're not in tune. You wouldn't have known he wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
One, it also speaks to, again, I'm going to shit on AEW, which I'm supposed to be here to defend. when you see someone who clearly gets fucking rocked, it's like having an
Do
ability.
something about it.
Yes, get the fucker out.
Poor Bobby. I mean, he's injury prone at this point. They need to think about
old.
his long term.
Yeah, his training.
Yeah.
Like being a trainer.
Yeah, doing training
nice.
or producing.
Yeah.
And it sucks that he really didn't. It's been this way since he got to WWE, and he's really never had his chance to fully shine except for being NXT Tag Champion.
Yeah.
He's capable of more, but
He is. I think also they thought he was rocked real hard, and I think that they did. From what I was reading, they determined he wasn't rocked as hard as they thought, but they took immediate action to get him out of the ring and be sure,
Which is the really
which is a smarter thing to do.
yeah, and that's amazing. Is like you did that because we've seen that where it's like Frankie Kazarian's like, oh shit, you don't look great, bro. We're gonna keep this
Oh
going.
yeah, Kazarian's fucking rubber legged. It's good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. No, or you know, WWE's always, to their credit, been really good about taking care of the people. Like the Shane spear with Roman's like, oh fuck. Like everyone could tell that didn't go well, and they got him out pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
And they did it in a way where it didn't take away from the match, but it did. They did put it into story in a good way. It was great.
they do it well with everybody. I mean, Liv Morgan's another example of, of them
Yeah.
pulling somebody out of the ring that needed
Oh,
to
and the girls did an amazing job of that.
be. Yeah.
Because they were like,
Oh shit. They recognize it right away. That she
they
got
recognized it, they rolled around, and then they took her aside
Yeah.
and they put someone else in the ring. It was the girls in the ring who took care of each other, and medical obviously being on spot with that, they didn't like say you're doing something wrong, but they did everything they could to get that off to the side, and someone look at her now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm about to have a Bladnock 10-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey.
Can we get some more Liv Morgan, please? I'm waiting for Liv to
Blood?
come back.
I want Liv back so bad. I'll tell you, if you like Liv Morgan even a little bit, you gotta watch Total Divas this season.
Get the fuck out of here.
She's in there so much, and she's fucking hysterical. You know one of the funniest bits about her? They have to subtitle when she talks. No one else. They don't subtitle the Iconics when they talk. They subtitle when Liv Morgan talks because she has such a thick fucking Long Island accent, and she screams so fucking much that they have to subtitle her. And she talks so fast. It's so fucking funny.
Oh my god, I want a White Claw. Just like
You know, there was a good clip. If you look on, even if you just go to Total Divas Instagram to find it, they put up a clip recently of Natty getting ready for the show, or getting ready for their vacation. And Sonya brings her girlfriend. And so they're going back and forth with like, oh, no one's supposed to bring anybody. It was just supposed to be us. And Sonya's like, oh, I thought you knew. And then one person's all like, the girlfriend's like, oh, I thought you definitely knew. And then Liv just goes like, you definitely didn't tell anybody, bro, but it's okay. And fucking subtitled.
it'd be greatest if they had Asuka and Kairi Sane on there. Not subtitled.
Not subtitled.
Not so
Maintaining this like
The fact they subtitle everything Liv says makes her that much more endearing.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I feel like Mojo would be her wingman.
Oh yeah, I feel like her, Mojo, and Dana Brooke would be amazing.
Hypnosis.
Yeah, and everything's brah, like
Yeah.
it's so fucking funny.
Brah.
Sonya was telling her about something like she was supposed to go house, like looking at houses with her girlfriend's mom and stuff. And she comes and goes, I don't want to move. And then she's like, you stepped in it, bro. You're really in one, bro. You're in a real stitch, bro. And it's just like over and over, and just all subtitled the whole thing. It's like so fucking fun.
Nice.
But yeah, we want more Liv Morgan.
Tell me where we get it.
Hashtag give us Liv.
Hashtag live on.
Live on.
What?
okay.
Good one.
YOLO.
YOLOs.
Oh, and then Keith Lee comes and fucking knocks Adam Cole out into the 5th row.
Ugh.
How good was that spot?
Dude,
So fucking funny.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know if I like what to say about it because it was so memed out last week.
And it was like, and it was worth it every time.
Yeah, there's like the perfect gift from last week.
Yeah. Oh, you think Montez Ford is the meme that keeps on giving? That fucking right there. Keith Lee just, and then he stops, and fucking Adam Cole just.
Yeah.
And I think, sorry, producer here, I think the best part is that it doesn't seem like Keith Lee is trying to do that.
No.
Like,
No.
he's not looking for, oh, man, this will get me on,
He
you
let
know,
physics take
meme.
over there.
Yeah.
There's a really good one of him and Darby Allin when they were both on the indie scene where like Darby does a coffin drop and he spikes Darby out of the
saw
ring.
that too. Yeah.
Oh, is that the two?
Yeah, like,
The one you sent me a long time
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
But I think highlight. I mean, I didn't see anything. I like that Keith Lee's had an amazing couple weeks, and I hope they continue this.
Oh, I think they're going to, especially now that they got the green light from
Rocket
Vince.
strap him. He's so fucking
Yeah.
good. Just put him in like
You
he.
saw how he opened the show last week, or no?
Oh yeah. You didn't watch the show?
You didn't
What's
watch.
the show?
Oh God.
He's all
the
like
hell?
nervously shaking his head. No.
He clumped it.
Yeah, he
I
definitely-
started the show with, I'm just gonna say what everybody's thinking. Fuck Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Because he's crazy. Yeah, I think Keith Lee's he's limitless, as it were.
Yeah. Quite literally. And him as a tag team with Dijakovic is something I didn't know that I wanted to see, but now I kind of want to see them win the titles.
Yeah, I was upset by that booking. Like, come on, the fuck, come on. And then I watched it. I was like, this is fucking.
They work really well
This is
together.
really fucking good. I did like that Mansoor finally got a little bit of American TV time
Dude, and he got an American win.
over Shane Thorne.
Shane Thorne, man.
I thought he was good.
And you know what sucks is he was the one that got injured right before their push as the tag team, the Almighties or TM60.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure their TM thing is like a Pokemon reference.
probably.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it is.
that makes sense.
I think I remember hearing them say that. Anyway, he got injured right before their push as a tag team, and now he's come back singles as a jobber. So it just feels kind of sucks for him.
It does. It's a bummer.
Meanwhile, his tag or former tag partner is working in New Japan now, and
It was Juice, right?
no, it's not Juice.
I don't know who it was then.
Kind of looks like Juice though. Is it Mikey something? His name is Mikey something over
Really?
in
I
Japan.
thought it was CJ Parker.
This is like 2014 you're talking about, right?
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
Anyway.
Let's see. Candice and Dakota was a good match.
I
I like what they're doing with Dakota.
I like Dakota as a heel.
Yeah.
It works.
I didn't think it would, but it does.
Yeah, I'm on board. I like the new gear she's wearing with the polka dots. I wouldn't say polka dots because it's different dots, but I like the way it looks. It's a cool fabric.
You think colors determine a dot or not?
What?
It's polka dots.
It is polka dots?
Yeah, but you think that the fact that the dots are different colors makes it no longer a polka dot just because of a color? That's insensitive.
Yeah.
Is it polka dot or polka dot?
Polka.
Polka, like the dance. Polka.
Why did they?
Hey Siri, play polka.
No! Siri, don't!
No.
Of all the times for it to fuck up.
Plain Don't Sweetheart Me by Lawrence Welch.
You see what you did, man? Oh shit. This isn't what any of us thought was gonna happen.
What the fuck just happened?
Alright.
I'm gonna check my notes while we're doing this music break.
Alright. Music break.
Preston Garvey's gonna send me on a quest to
Hey Siri, stop.
What the hell are we playing?
Fallout music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fallout music.
Just Fallout? Jesus Christ.
Let's see. I was happy with that stuff. Let's see. I didn't really care about Leo and Akira. Do you guys feel like Leo Rush is a big face? Are you behind him? Are you supporting him? Because I feel like I'd rather see him get his ass kicked.
Yeah, no, I'd like to see him get his ass kicked every time.
I think they're trying, which speaks to them their willingness to not like let someone burn a bridge and like try and put him back up, because he said some shit that you could see in other, like you could see him being like, fine, fuck off, like being thrown under. But they're putting him in a spot. They're letting him do it.
Again, he's a guy that Vince liked.
Yes,
Yeah.
but and
If
it's
Vince likes you, you got some.
Well, it speaks to Vince's ability to not let shit burn bridges, because Vince could be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what, kid?
Well, didn't he? Who did he talk? He tweeted about someone getting fired. Who was it that got fired? It was Emma.
Oh,
Wasn't it when Emma got fired?
probably.
He made some kind of tweet about it. So maybe Vince didn't like Emma either. So he's like, he talks shit to her.
Oh yeah. Well, she's terrible.
For all we
So.
know, he got points for that.
That's a good point.
He has the ability to say one horrible fucking thing and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna save this.
I mean, look at Randy Orton, man. He can say whatever he wants. On Twitch.
He literally, yeah. Let's see, Finn Balor versus Ciampa. I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
I thought it was
See
a good
that.
match.
I thought it was a little too early.
Yeah, I think they're giving us a match that we should be paying for.
Yeah.
I didn't see NXT because I made a mistake. Made a mistake this week. I think this is something good though. I think they've been putting on pay-per-view matches on NXT, and that's something that no one else is doing, even within WWE. I think give me a show with at least one match I could see. Okay, that I could see that in a pay-per-view and be happy with, because that makes me excited. That makes me like, wow, that's great. I want to see that, and I think, yeah, it's early, but it's cool to see it there and
Yeah.
present it, because when it's all schmoz finishes or
Well,
a
it was
big
a
guy
DQ. I think it was a DQ finish.
No. But when it's all like this guy versus a jobber, because the other thing, like on the main roster shows this week, there's a lot of I'm gonna wrestle a jobber
Are you
matches.
sure? I don't know if it was a DQ finish because
No, it was pinfall.
yeah, it was pinfall.
It was pinfall, and then Adam Cole came out.
Because Adam Cole came out, he's like, and then he tries to be chummy with Finn Balor. And Finn Balor's not having any of that shit because he's the
Pele
prince.
hits him right in the fucking schnoz.
Which looked really cool.
Dude, he's so good at that Pele kick, just coming out of nowhere.
He out of nowhere Pele kicks someone in the head.
Yeah.
Like, how do you end up upside down and no one sees it coming?
Yeah. Finn Balor does it somehow.
Yeah. Well, she's like, and upside down now.
Yeah.
I'm just upside down now.
And
Well, it's like
I'll
it's
take that.
that the first time Pac and Kenny Omega were together, that pay-per-view match where like Pac counters like the Pac counters move and say, how the fuck do you do that? Like it didn't like it looked like your TV fucked up and blurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, like oh
Yeah.
shit, cool.
Or like Kofi when he did the optical illusion, where he did the what do they call it? The trust fall.
Yeah.
He did the trust fall away from the camera, but because of the way he jumped up, it looked like he was coming inward, but then he falls outward. And it was like, even the announcers who were watching this were like, whoa, what was that?
What
Like,
did we just see?
yeah, like, where is he? Like,
Hell yeah.
so funny.
They're like babies. They're like,
Yeah.
where'd he go?
Yeah.
So yeah, is that how they close the show?
That's how they closed
That's
NXT.
how they closed
the old
NXT.
nose kick. I'm pretty much over Leo Rush in general. I don't care to see him or not.
I'm ready to see Finn Balor with the NXT belt.
I'd like to see some more Finn Balor doing some serious stuff. I like to see Undisputed Era get rocked a little bit, them just like holding down everything.
I think it's
little boring.
inevitable. I think it's inevitable. I think it's going to start with the tags.
Yeah, I'm ready to see Shayna Baszler drop it too.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm ready to see something happen there. So a little sidebar. Becky hasn't been on Raw for 2 weeks.
Yep.
I've seen
Yep.
people start to tweet out that she's like the next Brock Lesnar because she has been absent and hasn't defended the title.
I've been okay with her not being there.
Wait, but she did work. She did work on Starrcade, right?
Yeah, she worked Starrcade, she worked Survivor Series, but
Well, Starrcade was last week.
no
that's
one's
what I'm
saying that shit about Shayna Baszler, who's had one title defense since NXT went on USA, and doesn't show up on most shows. When she shows up, she just walks out and walks away.
I think it's because Becky's on the main roster and they're gonna do the NXT has this fan base that the NXT fan base and the people who watch NXT.
Just separate.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more separation there. I think the more hardcore fans. I think there is a big difference between Becky and Brock Lesnar. And I think, shit, you can do it in balance and it works good. I would rather see. I am happy seeing less of Becky. Not that I dislike Becky, but it makes it more impactful because she does appear, versus how much I'm seeing of Seth.
So my take on it is the difference between Shayna and Becky right now is Shayna, yes, is not being used often, is being put in sporadically. They're still building a story between Shayna and Rhea Ripley, ultimately. Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to be Rhea Ripley taking the belt from Shayna. That's my opinion. Whereas Becky Lynch, they're not really doing anything with her.
They got no one for her to fight.
They're not lining her up with anything. They're not setting any stories with her. She's just off TV right now.
They just don't know what to do with her
Yeah.
because she's such a big face and they don't have any good heels on Raw.
Yeah.
I think, and I think it's good that what they're doing is trying to. I can see them trying to build up other people on the roster, giving other people more time.
But they're not.
This is why they need to hurry
Fair,
up.
because I say that it's also Charlotte.
Yeah.
This is why they need to hurry up and take the belt off of Shayna and bring her up.
Or if Ruby could come back, she could be fucking cool. But
Oh yeah, Ruby's.
Ruby,
she's
Liz-
been out for the entire year.
yeah, Ruby, Liz, or
Double
Liv
shoulder surgery or
and
something.
Sarah Logan are all Raw stars, and could all be killer heels if they were done right. But they're just sitting on them.
They're all Raw again.
They're all Raw again, and Dana Brooke.
They're not going to bring them together though.
They don't need to be together, but there's 3 good talent you could build individually as mean heels who don't need this fucking faction or whatever, and then have someone for Becky to go up against.
Yeah.
But they're not building any of them. Which brings us to SmackDown. Let's see. Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan are still doing their thing. We got a new Bray Wyatt title.
That's a thing.
Oh yeah, the Bray Wyatt belt. Yes. Have you seen it, people?
Have you heard of it?
Have you heard of this belt? It's online. You can buy it at the shop. They're only making 200 of it. 250 or 200.
I thought it was going to be less.
For that price, they
it's
need
a
to make
limited
I thought it was
run.
gonna be 10. I thought it was gonna be 10 or 11. Oh,
For a whopping $6,500 for a
before tax.
before tax. Yeah,
After
after tax,
tax,
it's like
it's-
another $500.
Yeah, it's like 7,000 after tax.
I feel like I like the idea of it. I feel like the execution is pretty poor for the price. I think.
What do you mean?
So I get that he's the Fiend and I get it has the face on it, but I feel like one, the metal, like we're looking at a picture of right now,
Yeah.
the metal plates, I don't like that they're chrome. I think it needs to have metal on it. It doesn't have to be good looking metal. I think this would be a chance to
No,
kind
like
of
weathered.
yeah, fuck yeah. Like kind of like a hardware title. Have it be a variant of the title, like the WWE logo, but have it all ripped to shit and have his face on it. That would look cool. And then make 10. $6,500 for 10? I can see that. That's, I mean, I always do comparisons to like dumb shit. That's like, I'm not spending Rolex money on that. And yeah, it's not a watch, but I mean, you get what I mean. It's like it's not leather. You know it's not going to be leather.
It is. They're not. This isn't a replica. They're not selling replicas.
No,
this
these are-
isn't a rubber copy
These are like individually made.
Yeah.
by Tom Savini. So if
Oh.
you're
Yes, yes.
Tom Savini's hand making each and every one of these.
The FX.
Original
yeah, like
style.
the-
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
So
That makes me want it more, but then I also want
well, now I need it.
yeah, because I really love Tom Savini. But also, it needs metal. It needs something to look. It needs to look more because it looks weird, but not in a way I like. It needs to be more.
At first I was really weirded out by the fact it was just his face. Cause I was like, I don't know how I feel about that in a title way. But seeing the way
wearing that
they're
around
holding
your
it.
waist like that, you know.
Yeah, but then he's been wearing the title over his face. So if it was like face and face, then I could maybe see that as an entrance. But it was a little weird in that regard. But I do think that if anybody, honest to God, feels like they could call Tom Savini and commission an original piece with that level of detail and spend less than $6,000 on it, they've got their head up their own ass.
Fair.
You're not going to call Tom Savini, the fucking expert in horror movie props, and say, make me a one of a kind and put in this level of detail and have him be like, yeah, 300. Not fucking happening.
Yeah.
Just not. This
Did
isn't a
Tom-
rubber toy.
Did the guy make his mask too?
Yeah. It's the guy who made Design the Mask and the fucking head.
Yeah.
The lantern.
I know where I'd like to see metal in it. The eyes and the teeth. Make the
Oh.
eyes and teeth metal.
I can
That
see
would be cool as fuck. Like something like that. Or have
I'd
like
if
the
those-
bandages
if
hang
the
off.
bolts were like weathered and looking rusty and shit, or maybe got blood on it. That'd be cool. But I do
I
think
would like
that
to,
like
I would like to see more of the looking like the face is kind of manipulating the belt. What are you laughing at?
oh, like if it was almost looked like it was pressed up against the title, like you could see the title behind it,
Like you could still see part of the title. Yeah, with
Yeah.
the W behind it.
or like
What are
a
you
rip.
laughing at, Clump? You were laughing. Oh, okay.
Or bandages hanging off. Bandages over the title. Like have it be like, because the Fiend's face is supposed to be like kind of bandaged. I think it'd be fucking cool if it were like WWE like standard title with bandages over it that are bloody, and have it be like the title, this kind of gold but all weathered because it's fucked up. You know.
I can see that. I do think it's pretty neat. Oh, if also I don't know if you guys have seen it yet laid out, but it says like let, and then it has the face and it says in, so it's like
Yeah,
let him
I've
in
seen
kind
it.
of deal. Let's see, Bray Wyatt, new belt.
So I did like that Sheamus cut a promo. He's coming back.
That was cool to see him back.
Sheamus.
This is weird. Oh fuck, that is cool.
That's good, right?
I-
We're gonna buy one. We're gonna get him to buy one and put it out here. Look, if you guys can get us 15 likes on any of our tweets, he'll buy one and put it on the show.
After I pay off my credit card debt, which is
Dude, shut up! You're not paying that off, man. Give it up.
That's not kayfabe, man. You don't have a credit card yet.
But I mean, fuck, that is cool. I was gonna say with Sheamus coming out, that was a great promo.
It was cool.
I missed the fucking mohawk, which everyone like made fun for like stupid hair chants. The mohawk looked cool. He looked fucking mean. I was like, oh shit, he's back to looking like Beaker.
Yeah, I liked it before.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you saw when Beaker and him had the back and forth.
That was one of my favorite.
He said it was like it
things.
was his cousin or some shit.
This is one of my favorite goddamn moments.
There's a whole fucking thing with him and Beaker together. I'll find the video. I'll send
I'll
it
have
to
to
you.
watch it, yeah.
Speaking
really
of family
good.
reunions, it sounds like there's one going on outside of our.
I'm gonna
event.
murder every one of my
Yeah.
neighbors.
Quite
Yeah.
literally.
I'm gonna hit them with tennis rackets till they're all dead. Don't open the door and. She always starts fights with everybody, dude.
I was gonna say, Don't be New York.
Don't be New York.
I'm about
gets
to
all
go all
fucking
fucking
New
New
York.
York right now.
She's about to go all fucking Bushwick on him.
So another thing, I'm just keeping the
Yo,
story
bro.
going. I'm just keeping the story going.
Bro!
The other thing that I liked is
along.
the conversation between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. That was last week, right? Am I tripping?
That was this week, Pat.
That was this.
There
no?
was like two of them, right? So there was one on Survivor Series and then one on the show, right? Where he's
Yeah.
all like, oh yeah, he's changed people
yeah,
and shit.
they
Like
confirmed our suspicions.
that was the only bit I liked about it is they did bring light to the fact that people are changed when they fight Bray. Every person who goes into a match with Bray comes out and they got a different attitude now. Something's different about him. He's up deep in him. You know what I mean? He's like Knuckles up in it.
Find that fiend spot. That fiend spot.
That Bray Wyatt, fucking Braun Strowman, knuckle in. Sorry, you saying something?
I don't want it to be Miz. Is Miz supposed to be like the parent of Raw now? Like
I want Miz to disappear altogether.
Yeah, I mean,
he needs to take a break for a while.
so, and I think what I also don't like is they kind of are bringing back the yes stuff early.
Yeah, that's a bit interesting the way they're doing that.
I kind of wish that they maybe put that off a little bit longer and not give us the yes stuff already, but
But it's hard to ignore at the same time.
because the crowd's gonna do it no matter what.
Yeah, the crowd's just doing it.
Yeah.
I wonder how Daniel Bryan truly feels about it, though. Because he was even saying in the Total Divas thing years ago about when he was retired, he was talked about how much he was bummed out he didn't get to do the heel run that he always imagined. He talked about kind of the Planet's Champion type stuff, and he thought you could turn the whole thing and kill the Yes movement into this whole thing, and that it was like a dream of his he wanted to do. So when he came back and did it, it wasn't a shock to anybody who was watching Total Divas. But it does make me wonder how he truly feels about it, because he thought it had kind of really run its course, but maybe he's been doing the thing, and maybe since the Planet's Champion's kind of gone a little stale, maybe he thinks, you know what, I could redo it now. You know what I mean? I've done that run. I could maybe do a combined thing, because it seems like he's like the Planet's Yes movement kind of a deal.
It was I thought it was funny how well he transitioned to being such a great. He was like, "Fuck, you're good at this."
It happened like
good.
overnight. Like
Yeah.
it really happened with like one match. It's like, oh shit, Daniel Bryan's heel.
And he got fucking over as like he's. It speaks to the quality of star between Jericho and him. He got over as a heel properly, where people booed the shit out of him, and they booked it well. Jericho, fuck.
Love hate the belt that he made. Created the
Yeah,
belt.
dude. Oh, and then when he was in Washington and people cheered him anyways,
Yeah.
and then he would talk about how Washington was the only people who got it,
Yeah.
and it was still like fuck everybody else. So it was like still working. You're
Yeah.
like, God, dude, he's like figured it out.
Compare that to Jericho. He's like, "Shut up, Chicago." He's like, "They're cheering you." You could say like, you know what? They get it here.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest of you. This is a town of connoisseurs. But no. You had to kind of shit on Chicago, and
Because he's trying to get boost because he doesn't know how. Remember at Fyter Fest when he went out there and had that 20-minute promo, which was stupid, and he had the fucking marker on his hand pretending he made Adam Page bloody, but he had that fucking marker on it. So he's like, this is his blood, but it looked like marker. And then he was out there trying to get them to boo him, and he couldn't do it for a long time. It was nuts.
We should
So-
turn one of these cameras around.
Producer is ready to throw some sandals
Yeah.
at some children.
I'm gonna go yell at
At some children's.
We should put a camera on producer like had like
him. He hates children with a
I
fervor,
do.
and it's really endearing.
I
Let's see, Roman Reigns threw a table on top of Bobby Roode, which was kind of neat.
I think I skipped that.
But
I
I think I skipped through the Roman Reigns part.
thought it
it
was
wasn't
cool.
awful. It wasn't terrible. But
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool that he got that mad at the end. It was like then acting like shit. He was mad, not like it was a fight. Like you fucking tried to kill me, which I thought was cool. But I thought it kind of got gimmicky with the table because it's so heavy. He's not selling it like it's heavy as shit.
well, he did. I mean, if you looked at his arms, even he's like, he's just like fucking. The dude could outlift you, dude.
Corbin looked fantastic. Corbin was the highlight there because Corbin's like, oh shit, no, you
Yeah.
went too far. Like
Yeah.
Corbin's amazing.
Corbin is the best.
He's easily the best.
He's
heel in the whole
getting
fucking-
Roman Reigns over. I was like, shit, Roman's
Yeah,
over.
that's the point, dude.
So like it's
He's
perfect.
getting Roman Reigns over. Like that in itself is such an accomplishment.
What no one else could do. He's done.
Yeah.
Like, shit, you were great at this.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan couldn't get Roman Reigns
No.
over. Cancer barely got his ass over. Temporarily.
Yeah. Let's see. There was Ali versus Gulak, which I didn't give a shit about. Sasha and Bailey doing their in-ring promo It wasn't bad. It ended really weird though, with Lacey coming in, punching Sasha, and Bailey just going like,
It made Bailey look really weak.
Bailey is looking weak as fuck lately, dude. It's just not liking the way that she's being booked lately. Like, she's definitely the weakest champ of all three right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's shitty because it doesn't make any sense. She's also got one of the highest win-loss records in the women's division. I think the only two who are ahead of her are Ronda.
But we're talking about WWE.
Yeah. I guess win-loss records only matter in AEW.
Yeah.
That's why Emmy gets all the title shots.
Yeah.
Producer looking for weapons.
So yeah, I don't like how Bailey's being treated. I do like her music still. I do like Sasha's music too.
Yeah.
I like Sasha talking. She's a
Yeah.
good promo.
I thought both of them were doing good promo-wise. I thought the interaction where Lacey punches and Bailey goes like,
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was
my
weird.
thing too. Like I guess Lacey's a face now.
Yeah, she's suddenly a face, which I'm really selling
I didn't like. She's a face, and I didn't like her promo. Her promo felt pandering again. It felt like, oh, so we're gonna cheer the woman who's like, I make a sandwich for my man, because it kind of came off like I made dinner for my family, like a woman's supposed to. It was like, fuck.
Yep.
Don't cut that as a segment, like as a highlight, by the way.
Yeah.
It's
But, like,
definitely on going on.
Yeah, fuck.
Twitter
But it
and
felt
Instagram.
like, why am I cheering this?
Why are you going out there? Ignore it. The mic's not picking it up.
Yeah, we're good.
I have a feeling the mics don't pick it up. Just ignore those kids. They'll die eventually.
They're just bothering us.
Every child dies at some point.
Yeah.
What? What? What'd I
So-
say?
That's so fun. Like it's
You give
true,
it time.
but it's
You're the asshole with the Connor's Cure shirt, and you just said that.
Yeah, what's the deal? What's the problem, man?
Do you support it to like?
A certain aspect about it I can
do you
agree
just
to.
support the childhood cancer part of this? Oh wait, the cure? Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And no viewers. I'm just kidding.
Hey, farm in 6 weeks.
Let's see. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Lacey being a face, but I think she did okay with it. Like, I thought the promos were all fine. And then Nikki comes out in. It was really funny because to me it was so obvious. She comes out and I was like, oh, her top is matching Alexa Bliss's gear. And she's like, what? And I was like, there's a certain gear Alexa has. It's the same color scheme.
Yeah.
And so then she's sitting there and they're outside, and I was like, watch, you'll see. Alexa's going to come out in a minute.
Yep.
And then she fucking gets jumped. And I was like, here comes Alexa. And then she's like, what are you coming? And it's like, banana, banana, banana.
Yeah.
She comes running out in the matching gear. And I was like, see, that's the one.
Yeah.
Like,
I did not like the Fire and Desire comment on
What'd she say? Tell
what'd
him.
she say? What'd she
What'd she
talking about?
like
What'd you say?
unless I'm stuck on time warp. But like no,
what you would say.
I just don't like the Fire and Desire, like the way that they go off on Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how it's like like basically you're not attractive. I don't like that. It's old and shitty, and it's kind of like
a
Yeah.
mean girl.
I think it'd be more creative and interesting if it was Sonya saying you're shitty because you can't fight. That would be cool to me. I think Sonya would be a more interesting, developed voice for them if it's like I can beat the shit out of you. Just go with that because it goes back to old wrestling, and I feel like that's the other reason I don't like Lacey's like, oh cool, we're going back to like women being like the
Yeah, just
perfect
picking on each other.
yeah, picking on each other, being like this perfect 1950s image of a woman in this weird way, like
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that sound supposed to be? Is that like a goddamn? Is that a goddamn boat horn? Because boat horns sound different.
It's the milkman, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think also I
Probably
don't
it's
like
one of
this
his
incarnation of
non-forces.
Nikki Cross.
No.
I don't like her being this fucking giddy about Alexa, hugging on her, jumping, being like this fucking giddy about another person in general. Doesn't to me suit the Twisted Sister vibe that she
Give
came
me
in
crazy
with.
Nikki. Give me crazy Nikki again.
Yeah, I
miss
just don't
her.
like it. It's just boring to me to see
Yeah.
Alexa come back and then she's just hanging all over Alexa, and Alexa's like, ah.
But
Like,
you know,
it's just-
maybe
it's
one of
shitty.
these days we can get a point in time where Nikki does become unhinged again and turns on Alexa. We get a little Nikki versus Alexa action,
Which would be cool.
which would be cool. Like if it goes down to that, I'd like that.
If
And
it
Nikki-
came down to it, but I'm like so bored with this stupid version of the gimmick they have with her.
Again,
I even like them as a team.
They're
I just think
floundering-
that fucking gimmick.
the only reason why they're together is because they are floundering with their women's tag division, and they're like, oh, we got to put these together. We need a team ASAP.
Yeah, I don't even mind them as a team. I do think that them calling themselves Bliss Cross Applesauce is fucking bullshit, and they need to take on Chaotic Bliss like we coined here,
Yeah.
time and time again.
Yeah.
Bliss Cross applesauce is upsetting me.
Stupid. It's stupid and it makes them look childish, even more so than Nikki's already doing.
Well,
It's
guess
fucking
what?
annoying.
Bliss Cross Applesauce is going to win the tag titles, and you're going to like it.
When?
I don't know.
Oh.
But it's going to happen.
A week before they split them up in a goddamn brand split, I don't know.
So,
That'd be good.
I guess kind of jumping ahead, but TLC's coming up in not this week, but next
It's
week,
like this weekend.
right? And there's nothing announced really for it.
Nothing.
Okay, so let's keep talking about SmackDown.
Yeah. So we got that. We got Elias comes back.
Elias came back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, but I hated the Dana Brooke thing.
But Dana Brooke liked the music.
Yeah, I just
That
hated her
was fun.
dancing.
I don't mind her dancing.
I didn't
I
like
wasn't
dancing.
trying to dance with her.
I was like, Dana, go get some classes.
She was
Get
just
on
trying to
Dance
bring
with-
the attention of Batista.
Get on Dance with the Stars, all right?
Oh, that'd be good.
Put her in a match.
What?
Why not put Dana in a match? Like,
For what?
fucking.
Dancing with the Stars.
It's about Dancing with the Stars, dude.
No, but like, my thing with Dana is like, she
Fucking
does
wrestling
good.
match.
No fucking sense, man.
wrestling
Nikki
match.
Bella was never bigger than when she was on Dancing with the Stars.
Fact.
Keep eating paper.
Clump just grabs like a fork and he's like,
No, but like when we talk about the divisions being so fucked, maybe if okay, but like where they're just like they're not like this person isn't wrestling, this person isn't performing. Put them in a ring.
Yeah.
Like and Dana does do good in the ring. I'd like to
she's
see.
great.
She's working live shows, and that's the thing. She's working live shows. Apparently, she's putting up some good matches,
that's cool.
but they're not using her on TV.
And she's
That's
all
why.
she's all face there. She went heel somehow, but she gets a good crowd reaction because of that promo she cut on Ronda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
that's what
all
they're
the stuff
waiting
her
for.
going on with
They're waiting for Ronda to come
Batista.
back before they pull that trigger on Dana,
Yeah.
just so they can have her job to Ronda.
Oh, that'd be good. Batista and Dana on Twitter. That's a top.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're already fucking.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm calling.
Drax the Destroyer of that.
Yeah, Drax is destroying that ass right now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I honestly think that they've already kind of started dating. This is just kind of publicity.
I think it's hysterical either way. I like that Scorpio Sky put out a tweet thing. I hope for the confidence one day to be able to spit game on Twitter like Dave Batista.
Dude, that's like I think I was talking to somebody else about that. I don't know. That's top tier level shit right there.
Yeah.
Of swag in game.
With the fucking videos and shit. So funny. Let's see. It closed out with New Day versus Shinsuke and Cesaro. So yeah, we had a few returns there. We had Alexa come back, Elias come back, Sheamus come back, Lacey turned face, Alexa turned face.
Sheamus technically didn't come back. We got teased with his comeback. It was more of a promo.
That's a comeback.
No, comeback is like
You just said Elias came back. He just did a fucking.
I think
song.
they ruined his like pop though.
Oh yeah.
I think it would have been way cooler if like
True,
they
you're
were
right.
playing the music and stuff. Just have him come out, like rather than cut the promo. I was like, his music's really iconic. I'm like, okay, and he's coming out with this weird fade. I'm like, we know it's him. It'd be cool if he just came out,
Yeah.
like he did a run. And like, fuck, I would because I've been waiting for him to come back or retire. Unfortunately,
yeah,
and I
one or
wanted
the
to
other.
like I want him to be impactful because he is a big part of this company.
Yeah.
He's a big part of their history. He's a big part of the last 10 years. He's been their champion. He's been their face multiple times. Fucking do something. Like, make him, like, really come out. Because, I mean, to me, in a sense, he get more than Cesaro even, he gets really underappreciated. He gets put close to the thing, but he could be this big event. Like, if Cena came back, it would be a huge thing. And they would make it a properly huge pop. They kind of ruined it. And I think it could have been way better.
Yeah, but Sheamus didn't leave on the level that Cena left on.
He didn't, but he could come back on a similar level. I think you could really push him out. Like you could.
Well, it depends on what they want to do with
Sheamus
him.
left after setting the bar.
Playing he's the bar.
He also left being in a spot where people didn't know if he was going to come back because of potentially.
Final stenosis.
Yes, he might, and this
That's what
might be his
Sting
last.
had.
That's what Edge has. That's what Stone Cold Steve Austin has. That's actually what I have too. It's yeah.
You have stenosis and you're trying to wrestle, dude?
I mean, I have wrestled, but yeah, it's manageable. I mean, Edge can come back.
Did you guys see the,
His tweet,
the
"No, I'm not,
special?
no, I'm
Did
not."
you guys see,
He's like, I just watched this episode of Wrestling on the Rocks. I'm not coming back now.
yeah. No, did you guys see the Untold with Seth and Sting?
No.
It was really good. So it was Sting's last stand, and it was Sting talking about his last match with Seth, how he took those 2 buckle bombs and shit, and everyone blamed Seth for that. And he was like, I'm cutting that off now. He goes, I always do. He's like, it's not the fact of it. But it turns out he had spinal stenosis, undiagnosed, he was unaware of, and those buckle bombs, which are reasonably safe for anyone to take, were unsafe for him to take, unknowing to him, effectively. That it wasn't until he took those 2 buckle bombs that they made him go to the hospital and they discovered he had spinal stenosis. But he's also said he's been able to rehab since then, and he feels pretty good and probably could be okay and this and that. But at the end of the day, he had a really severe case of it and had no idea, and those bumps are not safe to take in that specific instance that was unknowing to anybody involved.
Yeah.
So like when it acts up, the spinal stenosis, it feels like someone's got their hand around your spine and they're squeezing it. That's basically what it feels like.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty shitty.
Oh,
It's so shitty.
yeah.
Jason.
So you're telling me the best finish against you is buckle bomb?
Yeah, no, that's definitely like
Or
weakness.
that
Yeah.
the other one was it, what
So if you're still listening, Rim Job, what was his name?
what about what?
Ringmaster Job. If you're still listening, it's not the dope show he's going to go down for. It's the buckle bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't it Mind of
Mind over matter.
Mind of Saw,
Mind saw ringer.
Jigsaw?
You're not gonna take a sunset flip off a ladder anytime soon.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, that was,
Come on, pissy.
that was one like Edge. Like wasn't that one that like Edge or somebody said this is probably why he like this was not a good thing to take with spinal stenosis, and he took a motherfucker buckle bomb from Eddie Guerrero off of a ladder.
See, that's the thing. Like,
Or no,
you could still. I mean, because Sheamus is coming back because he's still going to be able to work a safe style, and he's not going to be taking like major bumps.
I think it's the type of bumps.
Yeah, it's a type of bumps. It's also like how he's feeling too, because it could flare up.
He also took a lot. He also cut a lot of weight, like a massive.
He's been working out like a motherfucker, and I've been following his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been working out and cutting a lot. And it's so funny to see him compared to like other wrestlers. When he does their workout, they like do it like pros real easy. You know, they're not blown up or anything, and he's like gasping for air, and he's like usually bigger and buffer than they are.
Yeah.
Stamina.
That's awesome. Let's see. Raw starts out with Seth doing his apology. What do you think about the Seth apology thing? I think that was still just him teetling the line of going heel, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, he's got something to do with AOP. Someone's pulling the strings
Right?
of AOP.
And I'm okay with that. And I don't mind slow burn. You think Joe has to do with the?
Joe.
But Joe was on commentary.
No, it's not Joe. I'd like to see Joe as
I'd like to
a
see.
ringleader for AOP. That'd be pretty cool.
Cool. I'd like to see Seth as a heel. I was like, I liked the idea. I hated how Seth handled the shit. It just didn't. I'm just really tired of Seth right now.
I'm open to the idea of Seth being heel, and
Yeah, I like his iteration of him.
yeah, I like him better as a heel.
I think he's
Yeah.
more interesting right now than he has been in a really long time. Even that backstage interview thing where he's like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
Like literally, like tell me
Damn
what you
if I
want from
do,
me.
damn if I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that shit. I was like, all right, cool. Like he's coming off a lot more legitimate than he has. And he's sounding less scripted, and he sounded more.
Hey, I'm pissed.
Like he's lying, yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Better. I just like I didn't like the. I don't know. I like when you. If this is all to work, I'm being worked really well when he comes. When I'm being worked really fucking well then, because I just hate him as I just fucking hate him trying to be face. If it's him trying to be face but hiding a heel thing, like okay, cool, just be a heel. I'm so fucking tired of him. Like,
I think he's definitely a more interesting character right now, and depending on what he does with it.
highlight of Raw for me last week was Randy Orton walking away.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jerk off. Like,
Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
Randy, you're
really
my favorite person ever.
Freaking Randy.
Then we got like 40 minutes of Bobby Lashley and shit, man.
That
Oh yeah, that was a really long segment.
low of the week.
I wanted it. So here's my thing. If this is how they fucking pedal to the metal to get to the end of this fucking storyline, then I guess maybe you invest one Raw and say, let's just fucking get all the way to the end and then do our blow off at TLC and then be done. But I'm not willing to sit through this again. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
not convinced that this is the end either.
Why'd you gotta drag KO into this bullshit?
Yeah, KO being in. Although I thought KO
I loved
fucking
it. I loved it.
buried Lana.
KO talking to Lana was actually a top for me.
That was my
He-
fucking
He
favorite.
buried her too.
Yeah, he fucking wrecked her out there. It was great.
I kind of wish she'd done what Stone Cold had done when she talked and just did the boring thing. Like when not this, but when Stone Cold Billy Gunn came out, he was supposed to be the king, like the king of the ring and face.
yeah.
And Stone Cold just came out, was like literally snored. Like, fuck, this is ruining you. I think it'd been funny if he just laid down. It's like fuck, and just like did all that shit, but just laying on the ground, just like nobody cares.
You
Yeah.
basically, you just said like the death of his push.
Yeah, we need to kill Lana's push because I'm really cool with it. I would have. The only thing I didn't like about KO is like I think you're doing your job well, and if there's a time for you to phone it in and ruin someone's life, please now, so this ends. You
Yeah.
have the power,
I mean,
KO.
she does a really good job at getting heat. We hate it, but the crowd like hates her.
Yeah,
It's like that Stephanie McMahon heat from like Attitude Era though.
when they come out and they're doing the storyline, it reminds me of like one of the first people I had in my life that I talked about wrestling with was one of the people who cut hair at my barbershop. It was this woman in her
What?
mid. Yeah,
Like specific, right?
Yeah.
What are the other jobs then?
You going to a barbershop?
You had hair?
yeah. I used to have a lot of. Have you seen my license? While I do this, I'm gonna be weird. Okay, so, the woman who cut my hair was like a lady in her 40s, loved wrestling. She
Bobby Hill, right?
loved and always bought way into the weird
shit.
soap
Give it
opera
that-
angles.
No, give it to her.
No, I see it.
No, you got to see. That's Bobby Hill.
Fuck!
What? It's not my fault you showed us your Bobby Hill picture, dude.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn
Well,
it,
no,
Bobby.
Bobby.
She always bought into like the super. Don't worry about it. Yep. The super like soap opera storylines, and it annoyed the shit out of me because it'd be like, oh, it was really cool watching like Stone Cold do this. Yeah, but like this Trish when she's out there and the crowd's buying into it, I'm just seeing a bunch of her where it's like they cut to these women like, yeah, like clapping for the cops. Like, fuck off. Just you're the worst people for this.
Yeah.
I know everyone likes the wrestling differently, but I'm really tired of these people.
Yeah. I think it's pretty
Well,
bad.
what I hate too is how they play it, how they do the kayfabe play, and they're saying that, you know, Bobby Lashley makes a statement after being released from jail.
Oh, I hate that
I
shit,
hate
yeah.
that shit. Man.
I didn't
It's
even
like,
look at
They didn't
those.
go to jail. Shut the.
Well, in Tennessee, law enforcement held this.
We
So
do-
law enforcement are incompetent in Tennessee?
We do things different in Tennessee,
Yeah.
in the great state of Tennessee. That's what he said. I was like,
We,
oh
we
my
don't enforce things like restraining orders. Good fucking luck out there, folks.
But arresting African American men.
God. Well, that was a priority.
Yes.
Priority number one.
For bumping into me. Yes.
It's like,
Because they put him in cuffs way faster than the white lady slapping him. I was
Yeah.
I would put her in cuffs a lot fast.
yeah, small bump,
Yeah.
arrest right
Like,
away.
Yeah. Slap. Pause.
Thinks
almost
about
like,
it.
you gotta arrest her. She slapped me. Okay. And then he kind of stumbled going up the ramp.
You have to. I really like the way that Lana was not able to hold her own against KO at all, and she looked stupid.
Oh, KO just wrecked her.
Yeah, it was so nice because he's like, no one cares. No one literally cares about any of this. And she's like, I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking. She sounded like a fucking idiot.
But he even made her look okay. Like, he made her look stupid as shit, but he also, in a sense, he could have made her look so much worse. I
Probably.
feel like, I wish if he could have done all that, not acting and excited, just laying down, be like, I'm done with this, and cutting her off. So, like, are you still talking? And it would have been fucking better and just buried the shit.
yeah,
like,
get him to get the crowd to start chanting boring.
Yeah. You know what?
Or change the channel.
You know what?
Can you imagine if he got that fucking...
You know what? He's doing a stunner now. He might as well have just started the what thing again.
Yeah.
What?
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 Bobby, what?
What?
But in French. Quoi?
What?
Quoi?
What?
Quoi?
What? Let's see, all that fucking dumb shit. Drew McIntyre versus Akira Tozawa. Why did that have to happen?
Dude,
Poor Kira.
poor Kira, man. Rip Kira.
When
man.
that came out, I was like, oh, I like him.
When he took the Claymore kick, I was expecting him to come out in that Cody Rhodes mask after that with the
Yeah.
face guard.
He got
He was never the same after that.
Yeah.
That's what I say every time I see him, producer here, that I was like, oh, so this is a squash because I've never seen this guy win, even though I know he was a champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he got that one. He got it. It was like for 1 week though that he won the belt.
He's their
Yeah,
Taka
it was
Michinoku.
Huh?
He's their Taka Michinoku.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, no, Taka was the first cruiserweight.
He's their Funaki.
Dude, I just realized this whole show was jobber matches. We had Alistair versus Tony Nese, Andrade versus Eric Young.
Yep.
We had R-Truth lose the title to a NASCAR driver.
Yep.
Eric Rowan versus No Way Jose.
Yep.
Fucking Viking Raiders against Mark Sterling and Mitchell Leons.
Who?
Exactly. The jobbers against the Viking Raiders. This whole show was a jobber show.
Yeah.
Man, they're really highlighting their lesser talent.
So,
man.
okay.
That's more so than AEW, I'll tell you that right
and-
back
I was like,
now.
this shows you how fucking shitty goddamn AEW
And
was.
remember, reports coming out before were saying, well, from specific news outlet was saying that the show was not going to be that great, and might as well not watch or something. What was
Yeah.
it, the tweet that we
It
saw?
said, yeah, it was something along the lines of, it's not, Raw will not be worth watching this week.
Yeah, you've been warned. Like
Yeah.
some shit like that.
I was like, shut the fuck up. And then they say this shit. Here's the thing that gets me is these are the same people who say this shit. Then they see that there's a 250,000 people difference between NXT and AEW and say, but AEW got the best of the one demographic that matters. Okay, but they lost 300,000 viewers in a week. And they go, yeah, but they kept the most important ones. What are you fucking talking about? And then for them to say this is going to be unwatchable, and you still had 2.3 million people watch this, and then you want to sit there and say that AEW had a really strong week with 600,000 people. You can't talk out of both sides of your mouth like that. You just can't. It just, you sound like a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Well, the thing that's-
I'm not saying the show was great, but I'm saying the show's doing better than AEW. You can't pretend like AEW can't learn anything from this.
You know something that's really funny to me too about AEW that I notice more and more with the crowd when they go into like that. Crowd shirts tend to be Bullet Club shirts still.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You're not buying your new fucking merch.
Yeah.
I'm seeing no Jericho shirts. I'm seeing no fucking.
I see a lot
I
of
see a couple
Jericho
of
bubbly shirts, and I'm
Yeah.
fucking done with
Well,
them.
because they got 50 cents off of it.
Let's get
That's great.
Whatever they got at Hot Topic, really.
I almost bought a bottle of the bubbly when he released it, but I looked at it. It was so cheap, dude. It was like $20 a bottle, and I was all like, eh. And then I looked at it hours after they announced it. It was still there. I was like, oh, it's not selling out. This isn't a sellout thing. This is a fucking mass-produced bullshit thing.
I remember because I read some story like it's sold out, and I was like,
It didn't sell
I'm gonna look up. It's like you can still buy it. Like, it's not selling out.
It's not sold out. Not sold out. And then he said he sold 10,000 bottles.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's not a lot.
There's a watch company I like named Fairer. They had a limited release of like 5,000 units of watches that they were making, and you know what they did? They sold out really rapidly because they're better than Jericho at this, and they legit sold out. They're
You
out.
did?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
I wonder if the Fiend's belt will sell out.
That's a fairer assessment.
Thank you. Producer, you're supposed to hit the table.
Let's
Producer,
see.
take all the anger with the kids.
So I guess the very last match was really good, the 3-on-3, but it meant absolutely fucking nothing, which was a little frustrating.
Yep.
Orton comes out and RKO's AJ for some.
Alan with the great hair.
Yeah, that was really good. He goes, he conditions.
I loved like Papa Allen or whatever.
Uncle
Oh,
Alan.
yeah.
Uncle Alan. I was like, motherfucker. That's
So
funny
funny.
shit. It's like,
You
that's
could
why
s-
I'm.
You could see Orton.
Randy almost-
Orton.
yeah.
Yeah, he started laughing.
He freaking what's it called?
Broke?
Yeah. No.
Oh, he
it's-
corpse?
Corpse. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He started laughing and like turned away, and the camera cut away from it. Didn't show him again because he just probably was just still laughing.
He's like
Randy
that.
Orton
He's-
corpsing is my favorite. Like whenever you can get him to laugh, it's the best thing ever because he's just here to have a good time. He doesn't care.
Oh, dude, it was
Yeah.
so funny. Like when he had his standoff with Drew McIntyre, he's like, "What's your problem with me? Because I'm bigger than you? Because I'm taller than you? What's
Yeah,
your
he's like,
deal?"
"Oh, I got bigger muscles."
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh god.
He's
so-
like, my muscles look better or something like that. Then he slaps him. He's like,
yeah.
fucking funny.
When he said that, I looked at Orton. I was like, Orton's arms look bigger than yours, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I just want to I'm like, you're got bigger arms. But I always think of like the New Day versus Orton, where they're just like Biggie's going, and you see Orton like, I'm supposed to look tough, you cunt.
Although I thought Drew McIntyre overstayed his welcome in this show.
Yep.
He had a promo which was going okay, and then they completely just stepped over him to do something else, and that was fucking stupid. Then he just walked away being like, "I've said my piece. I bid you adieu."
I got nothing to do here, so
I have spoken.
Yeah, I have spoken.
Well, it felt like auditioning for like who's gonna face who, and I was like, cool, you're gone. So we're gonna bring in the club, and he was like, I'm done. Like, what the fuck is this?
Can you imagine he's cutting a promo and Vince is just all like, "I don't
Get him
like
off."
this. AJ,
Yeah.
go ahead and head on up there. Stop
AJ,
him."
cut him off, please.
Yeah, and AJ's like, "Okay, pal." You know.
It would have been great if AJ came out. Vince said you're done. I would have been okay with this then. Like, but
That'd have been really funny. He just comes out like, "Hey, Drew."
Bruce says
Vince-
head back.
Yeah. Bruce said he needs to talk to you. And Randy, fuck you, dude. Seriously, Drew.
Drew, get back
Bruce
there.
needs you now.
Gorilla, now.
Yeah. yeah. He just walks out, Drew, Gorilla, now, Randy! And like, he starts yelling at Randy. You're like, what the fuck was that? Did you just say that really quick? Drew's like, fuck. Yeah. And I thought that his promo started out cool, and then it got to a point where he just sounded dumb.
I want to see more Drew versus Randy, though. I'd really like to see more of that.
Me too, but I was expecting more out of Drew's promo work.
Yeah.
That last couple sentences he had before AJ came out, I was like, this is stupid. Like, this just went stupid.
Yeah.
And then after that, you had Humberto Ray and Ricochet come out. I was like, okay. And then Randy gone.
It has
What the
begun.
fuck is this?
It has begun.
Just moving, just shifting.
We'll go take a piss break.
Commercial break.
You can direct
With like
them.
10 minutes left.
Oh, did it turn out the commercial breaks doesn't cut the stream?
Oh, that's hilarious.
So
Yeah.
that time we did the commercial break and I ran away, she was watching back on the thing, and there it was, me going like, oh my god, oh god, and running off.
You see his like stomach.
Yeah.
He's like going.
Fucking belly's out,
Yeah.
like, oh
Oh, no,
god.
it cuts stream, but you're also
Don't
recording,
you
right?
want the
Okay, yeah,
camera
it doesn't cut the recording.
unbuttoned?
No, but when it posts to Twitch or YouTube after that stays.
You still
He
stays?
stays
It
there.
stays the
Oh, that's
So there's like a
hilarious.
commercial, but it's
Wait, you
there.
didn't know that for YouTube? That makes YouTube's not gonna put an ad in the same place.
No, you can put an ad there. So I can just tell it go into an ad. So we did that. We're gonna take a 30-second, and I ran away like, oh god, because it's playing an ad. But it doesn't pause the stream. It just continues to feed, and then it goes to the Twitch replay.
You should have not told us this and had this been a thing off air. We're like, hey, we're gonna do a break and like have us like do this and just have it be a part
Yeah,
of the
eating
show.
chips.
Like get up, unbuckle belt, and
Candid
just walk
commercial
into the
breaks.
camera.
Moments with Wrestling on the Rocks.
Yeah, we can do candy commercial
Whoa.
breaks now.
Yes.
Yeah, and it just has a lot of like, oh god, guys, I just do not feel good.
Have you not tell us 1 year anniversary show. Just be like, by the way, we're gonna add in a special event. This is all the times we cut out for commercial breaks.
Commercials.
What do you mean, bro?
I had no idea that it was still recording. Oh god.
Oh god.
Thank God they're not watching this.
It's coming right now.
We got 30 seconds, guys. Get it out.
That time I threw up on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I want to end it talking about Kabuki Orki's. I just had a stroke, dude.
No, what?
What?
That's what he's got a. There we go.
There it is. I had to get it out. It was stuck.
There you go. All right. So what?
Kabuki Warriors versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair. What do you guys think of this match?
Match.
It went way too long.
Yeah, it really
Way
did.
too long.
Oh, we didn't talk about Starrcade. Did you guys watch Starrcade?
No.
You didn't watch any of it?
No.
Not a second? Did you watch a single second?
No.
I watched up until...
I didn't know it fucking happened.
I
happened?
tried to and I couldn't find it on the network.
I found it. I don't know. You had an issue with
I think
it?
they're having issues because I actually saw people on Twitter being like, "Hey, what the fuck? I can't find it." So
And then they're like, it's on YouTube Live now. I was like, what? Let's see. So they had 3 matches, but 1 match didn't happen, which is weird. So the Rusev Bobby Lashley Last Man Standing match didn't happen. I didn't realize that because the second I was done with the women's tag, I stopped watching.
Rusev was in jail.
No, he shows up and attacks, and then KO says more shit about how no one cares what they're talking about. But the women's 4-way tag match was really good. That's one of the reasons why I brought it. It was really good. Bayley and Becky did an awesome job when they were alone in the ring. And so it caused a bunch of stir. People saying, "Well, we know 2 factors that weren't the problem in the Survivor Series match." And I was like, "Damn, people are getting rough."
Speaking of rough,
I won't fart in defense.
I don't know that I think that Shayna Baszler is the problem, but it could have been what the problem was chemistry-wise.
Good thing we're getting ready to close the show out.
We're not. This is gonna hold us up. So.
This is gonna fall something.
Yeah. So this like I thought they did a really good job, and then it brings us to this match, right? So people saying Shayna Baszler was the problem there, or potentially that you have 2 kind of distinct styles of Becky and Bayley who would work really well together, having to cater to a style like Shayna's, which is a much more slower paced, submission queen and all that shit. You're a scumbag.
What?
You're a piece of shit, man. You're a fucking clump.
I think he
He's
dropped.
fucking clumping over there.
I think he dropped a clump. I think he clumped over
No,
there.
He's clumping.
I'm just really trying not to.
Yeah, he's like his butthole couldn't be tighter right now. He's peeing a little bit, trying to hold it in.
There's a reason we did not feed anyone today.
Yeah. So Kabuki Warriors versus Charlotte Flair alone in a bubble with nothing else to think about. This match was very good, but when you have to take into account that the tag team champions barely won against one person, and that one person has been in several tag team matches with Becky Lynch against the same exact team and decisively lost, that makes Becky look really fucking weak. It makes the tag team look really fucking weak.
It makes Charlotte look really fucking strong. Not really, because like.
It does. It means that she can take out that champion, and it also means that Becky Lynch is so bad that she brings down Charlotte Flair's ability to be good.
Yeah, good
Because this was
point. Fuck Becky. Just kidding.
it's fucking crazy, right? I just don't understand why they would have booked a match like this right now, right here, for what reason? Like, where is this going that is anywhere good? Because now it's like, oh, if Flair had Becky with her, maybe they could have done it. Except for Flair and Becky have had the match before.
Or like 0-1 or 0-2.
Yeah, they're like 0-2 against the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah.
And it makes Becky look like shit.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand the fucking point of that.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're booking Charlotte like Hogan. Because I just don't see it. I don't give a shit about
interesting enough, she made trademarks. She filed trademarks for her, like, alternate name as Ashley Flair,
it. Yeah.
just in case something happens, I guess.
In case what happens? Do you think WWE's going to let her go?
No, I don't. But she's like,
There's nothing that anyone's going to offer her that WWE's not going to match.
Yeah. Especially right now, where if nothing else, if you're a wrestler, if you're WWE roster, this is a great time to make it look like you're going to leave and you're going to get some money.
At the very least. You're also one of 3 women, like it or not, who have headlined WrestleMania.
yeah,
You think they're going to let that fucking marquee walk out?
no.
There's no fucking way AEW's going to have the fucking only woman to headline WrestleMania.
And
You know
if
what I
she
mean?
does, if she does leave for AEW, for Impact, for whatever, it's
pay
not
her.
going to look good. It's going to look like you had all this and you left, because it's not like a creative thing. It's not like she's being booked into the ground. It's not like any of these arguments people make. You're at the top of the game. It comes off like it's purely money, which this isn't the age of WCW when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash left, and people didn't know the backstage except for like the super inside people that like this is a money thing and they're frustrated and pissed off. No, this would be like, yeah, she left for money. She left for like dollars. That's it. Because this looks great.
Yeah, because there's no reason for someone like her to leave. And that's why I mean, WWE, what else can you offer someone to stay? They put her in the WrestleMania main event strictly because they told her they would at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She had no reason to be in that match.
Mm-hmm.
There was no part of the build-up that made any sense for her to be there other than Vince gave his word at some point. Or promised her, or they felt they owed it to her, or she earned it in this fucking way. But storyline-wise, it made absolutely no sense. Nobody wanted her in that match. The fans wanted to see Becky Ronda one-on-one, and here they were saying, as a gift to you, we're going to put you in this fucking match. And how'd they do it storyline-wise? Vince came out and just put her in the fucking match.
Threw her in the fucking match, yeah.
To make her the biggest heel ever. And right now it feels like they're trying to make her a face again. And it's not.
No one's going to
No.
buy that shit.
She needs to go away for a while.
I'm waiting for her to get Black Mist.
Get what?
Black Mist. Kyrie has Black Mist.
You think?
I don't know.
Ooh. Cool.
That'd be gross.
I would just like to see that, yeah.
Green
I
and
thought it'd
black.
be really cool. Like I was thinking,
This is me.
How did Asuka have so much
This
mist?
is me fantasy booking right
yeah,
now.
I was like, where did she get water? Because like that was like she douched her with mist, like
Dude,
So much,
that,
dude.
yeah, she drenched
like
her.
she.
So much that the
Yes.
second time, Charlotte puts her hair back and then turns around because it was so fucking much. Yeah, the second one when you look at
Oh,
so
yeah, if you watch the replay.
yeah, the first one she goes, she turns around, she goes, oh, and then it's all in her hair. And she's like, ah! And then the second time you see her like walk away from the side of the ring, go like this, and then hold it up and go, what?
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my god. And it's so fucking much. They even just showed on NBA Power, you on YouTube, you can watch now, episode 9. They showed Muda spritz someone, and it was just a face full. Fucking Oscar does it, and
Yeah,
it's fucking looks like Nickelodeon.
She's got powers. Usual
it's like a Pornhub squirting video. It's fucking horrible.
Wait, which video?
What?
Okay.
Link me?
Yeah, I'll link you.
Link me.
Find out what Marsh is into.
Is it green?
Oh no! No, but
You just said butt fuck.
fuck.
You totally just said butt fuck after that, dude. Not
Yeah,
okay.
you did say butt fuck.
You heard that, right?
Welcome if you're just joining the show to
Fuck
our
you too.
disaster.
Yeah.
Butt fuck.
Yeah, Clump just butt fucked on the show.
Start next week. Butt fuck.
Yeah.
We got that out of the way.
The more you know. God, it says butt fuck with a fucking star and a rainbow.
I'm not doing that.
You're not? Ah, come on.
I'm not putting that on the show.
A fart sound.
Yeah.
Anyway.
God damn it. Was it? I don't know, but
But as a standalone match, it was a really good match and awesome to see, Charlotte almost make it and it was like fucking good. But when you take everything storyline wise into account, I was like, why would you just shit on everybody like this? You just went out there and spritzed shit like Asuka's mist into the
Premise.
whole fucking locker room.
God, yeah. I was thinking about this, like the way she had her paint and I like the makeup for like the mist.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool if she went out, she had the capsule in her mouth and just went, and as the match went, you saw it appearing on her face. I don't know why, but I was like, that'd be kind of neat to see just progression.
more and more, like,
yeah, like
cool.
kind of leaking out like a monster. Like, oh fuck, this cool.
It's coming.
Do you think
yeah.
that like that Charlotte just said no, and that's why there was no mist in this match? She's like, the last two times were pretty fucking rough, and I couldn't get on my goddamn hair, and it looked like she had some on her hand even, still like stain.
I have showered so fucking much.
Yeah. I wonder if she's like, I will
did
take
it.
a fucking pin.
I did it twice, and yeah, no.
Maybe she didn't. Maybe that was one of the days she didn't wash her hair.
Well, she took the insane elbow, which is pretty guarded.
She took it. I was like, fuck. That's
She took it hard too, dude. On her sternum, it looked like.
Like, I was like, okay, that's a thing. That's a lot. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because what it was is so Charlotte locks Asuka up in the figure 8, right?
Yeah.
And then Kyrie comes in because she makes the hidden tag
Yeah.
and hits her with the insane elbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was pretty cool. Pretty
As
good
soon
way
as
to
that
do it.
happened, she was like, "Ooh, that's it. This is
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, that's it. That's it. I was like, unless they do some stupid Charlotte shit. And then I was like, are they seriously gonna fucking make like Charlotte like the first ever single tag champ? Oh, the fuck, so bad. But
She would be the second.
ooh,
Well, see,
Braun.
the woman's.
Braun didn't win it on his own. He had Nicholas.
He had Nicholas.
Nicholas was there in his corner. He even got into the match. You fuck.
Future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
The
He's making
the
waves.
linchpin of my title ring. The linchpin of my title ring
Yeah.
is Nicholas. I would love when Braun goes into the Hall of Fame. That
Nicholas inducts
Yeah,
him.
Nicholas inducts him. This random 40-year-old.
God damn, that's long-term storytelling.
It is. I was really hoping that this year at WrestleMania that Nicholas would make an appearance with Braun.
No, I'm done. He had school.
Not for Mania. Everyone gets out for Mania.
He had school.
You just tell your teacher it's Mania, and they go, "Oh shit, I didn't even realize."
It's Mania.
So yeah, it was a really good match that everyone's talking good about, but from a storyline perspective, it was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It just buried too many people. It buried your tag division. It buried Becky. For what is the real question? What is it that you're bringing to Charlotte's character that she didn't already have, and does she need it right now? Where is she going right now that makes that matter?
When she's a heel, she's best as a shitty, like, sneaking away heel. When she's a face, I mean, she can't be a face right now. It's not working. If she's going to be a face, she needs, like, that Triple H going away for, like, she doesn't need to be injured, hopefully, but, like, get the fuck out of here, pay this person.
Yo,
they're
it
down
didn't work when she was out for 6 months with the boob thing. It didn't work. She left for 6 months to get new boobs. She comes back and everyone was like, "Boo fucking you." And that's when they were trying to put her over as a
Boobs
face.
fucking
Boob
you.
you, yeah.
Boob
Boobs
you.
fucking you.
Oh, they weren't booing, they were saying boobs. Everyone's like, boobs! Boobs! So she comes back with new boobs. She ends up in the SummerSlam match, and that's when it was like she was shoehorned into that three-way with Carmella and Becky, where they were trying to put over Charlotte as the face and Becky as the heel. They gave Charlotte the win, expecting everyone to pop, and they didn't. They fucking shat all over it. And Becky fucking decks her, and everyone went, "Fuck yeah! Fuck you, bitch!"
And that
She's
was
probably
the
a very nice person. in
beginning of a
person.
legend at that point.
Yeah, and that's what did it. Is the hatred for Charlotte is what made Becky what she is now, and they don't realize that. I mean, unless they're just hoping that the hatred for Becky or for Charlotte keeps popping out new fucking stars left and right.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's their big plan here.
You booked her too well to be your dad, and she's actually, if anything, surpassed her dad in terms of being a heel. Her dad somehow got over.
Her dad got over as fuck. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That 10 pounds of gold right there.
King of Southern Hip Hop, Ric Flair. Low
Yeah, drip, 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 drip. I'm excited to see where they go with Seth. I'm a little confused about what they're doing with Orton. Don't want to see anything more with Lana or Bobby, and I'm pretty much done with Charlotte Flair. But we haven't had Becky in a couple weeks, which is, win some, lose some. It's probably good to have a little bit of space from here or there, but she hasn't had a title defense in 2 months, and I think that's a little bit shitty because I think she deserves better than that. But I also think that division doesn't have much for her, which is also shitty. But I think that's kind of it for the week.
Yeah.
What do we got coming up tomorrow? We got some NXT and AEW. There's been a few announced matches. AEW's announced Phoenix and Christopher Daniels. They've announced that Brandy Rhodes is going to speak.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's...
I'm watching it. Can we do like not it for AEW?
yeah, like a whole bunch of like, so who's watching AEW?
Like Greg Salsa, one of you fuckers has to watch AEW.
Dude, if it falls off, that's something else we talked about. We want to take it. And this is something you were like super fucking excited for. And I support you in that excitement. And we want you to like it. We were hoping we'd get on board. Like, here it is. Here's the people that you've been sending me matches of that I've been watching here and there for years. And now all of a sudden it was like, well, now they have their own spotlight. And it's like, they're just shitting all over themselves.
And now it's like brewing like what's in our colons.
Yep. Little colon drop there.
Speaking of,
Is it gonna,
Are you about to shit?
no.
This is gonna be a 3-way battle about things. I'm gonna piss like a motherfucker.
No, I'm good to go.
All right, we ready for last call?
Last call, everybody.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming around. Thank you for showing up for happy hour if you did. Go ahead, follow us on Twitter. We got @CrybabyClump, we got @RefMarsh, and we got @GRLunar. We got a Pro Wrestling Tees site, so you can go out there and get the Give Me What I Want shirt if you're a big fan of the Batista and Dana storyline that's happening now. ProWrestlingTees.com/Wrestling on the Rocks. We do got a website coming soon, and more to come after that. Thank you guys for coming in. We'll see you next time. We'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.